Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GLR Radio Network. We're getting ready to begin within the next 60 seconds or so. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of the GLR Varsity Basketball Doubleheader. I'd like to thank our sponsors for bringing us here to bring this broadcast to you. If you'd like this broadcast, we'd like you to thank our sponsors too. As always, we'll do our best to bring you the live action, and we'd ask that you tell a friend or two. Our web address is www.youcanhear.us/GLR. That's right, you can hear us on www.youcanhear.us/GLR. Find us on Facebook.com/GLR Radio, or get our free radio app on your phone by texting GLR to 72727. If you'd like to use your phone to dial in and listen, simply dial 619-550-0711, and we'll come right through the phone to you. Thanks again for tuning in. We hope you enjoy tonight's ball games. You're listening to the GLR Radio Network.
Well, we're live here at GLR High School Gymnasium. Craig Johnson alongside Kenny Schilling. Kenny, what a treat we've got on tap for tonight. Special surprise matchup here that was scheduled for January
7th, I believe.
Got moved to tonight, so we're here with the Raiders from Fulda, Minnesota. They are in the house tonight, and with a big representative fan base for them. It's great to have them in the house tonight, and I want to thank my darling wife for bringing some food here. I'm going to have some supper on the fly here while we talk things over.
Nothing wrong with that.
You're welcome to anything you can reach here. Notice I'm putting it on my far. I'm going to be practicing the bench box out right
there.
Here.
There you go.
But we've got the scouting report to talk about the threat assessment for Fulda tonight. They've got three key players, Gale, Hermeling, and Cheadle, that are their go-to scorers. Gale is a girl with a lot of different talents to score. She finds a lot of ways to do that. She's an inside mid-range shooter. Our girls are going to have to try to keep her off the boards and out of the box, out of the paint. Hermeling is going to be one of their main three-point shooters. She's going to drive and dish as well. She's an inside-out player. And then Cheadle is one of their main inside threats. A good rebounder, but finds a lot of ways to score. So it's going to be a challenge for our girls tonight. Keely Cruz is sitting this one out tonight. She's got a little bit of a tweaked knee from a lot of basketball action here of late. This is the third game this week for the GLR Mustang crew.
And one to go.
And one more tomorrow night. So,
yeah, I think the Fulda girls are kind of similar in the way they play the game, as far as they like to shoot from outside a little more than working the ball inside. I know last year when we played at Fulda, one of their main players, she was a senior, so she graduated this past spring, but I think she lit up the scoreboard for like 38 points against us last year. She was a phenomenal player, so but they do like to light it up from the outside.
Well, it'll be fun to watch. And we've got our PA announcer introducing the starting lineups. We're going to get right into it here tonight. We don't have a lot of pre-program. You've got our statisticians down to your right there. They're going to keep it some live stats. And so we've got
Melissa Gale, junior, starting. Sophomore, Soraya Cheadle. And a senior, Rachel Cheadle. A senior, Brittany Hermeling. And a sophomore, Courtney Teasler, starting lineup for the Fulda Raiders. Abigail Eben starting for the Mustangs at a guard.
A junior, number 22, Jessica Sambolt.
Junior Jessica Sambolt starting at the other guard.
A sophomore, number 24, Taya Graham.
Sophomore Taya Graham getting the start tonight in place of Keely Cruz. At one of our forwards is senior Taylor Carstensen. And the other forward will be our sophomore number 32, Danielle Eben. And now we have our national anthem.
And that's the national anthem under the direction of Miss Smith from the GLR Pep Band. They came pre-recorded to us
Pre-recorded tonight.
You can get that track on Spotify if you want to hear that on the web.
Oh, cool.
We're going to have a great time here tonight.
These non-conference games are always kind of fun because there's a lot of unknowns. You don't see these teams except for once a year, and we just actually picked Fulda up, I believe, 2 years ago in our non-conference schedule. So you just don't know. So it's always fun to see what they can bring to the table, and we'll find out.
So Carstensen and Cheadle jumping it off in the midcourt. Taylor Carstensen controls the tip for the Mustangs. So we're underway. The pass inside to Taya Graham. Good dish there from Danielle Eben, or from Sandvolt maybe. No, I think it was Danielle Eben way out of the wing.
I think so.
Taya Graham open underneath and hits the two. So pass inside, nice move. Turnaround jumper no good by Melissa Gale. Rebound controlled by Sandvolt for the Mustangs, and here they come. Taya Graham on the left wing.
I think Coach Grafing would like to jump out to a decent early lead here and get a lot of bodies on the floor tonight, maybe give some of her starters a little bit of a rest in preparation of tomorrow night's conference game against Boyden Hall.
And if they play like that, that's a swing all the way around the horn. Nearly every player touched that. Got it to Sandvolt at the top of the key for a three-pointer and hit it. So 5-0. Here's number one, Brittany Hermeling, trying a three of her own.
Nice rebound by Danny Eben.
Mustangs boxing out well. There's Taya Graham, Taylor Carstensen, now left wing. Looking for the
being very
pass.
Patient.
Danielle Eben well defended. Coming across. Here comes Abby Eben trying a three. No good. That's a good rebound by Rachel Cheadle. And here comes a driving player, number 15, Soraya Cheadle. So there's a lot of Cheadle girls on this team.
There sure is.
So Soraya Cheadle hits the layup. On the other end of the floor, we've got a foul committed by number 15. Is that right?
Yep.
Same gal,
Soraya Cheadle. That's her first foul.
First foul of the night. Clock is stopped with 6:15. And we've got a Mustang on the floor, tries to get a pass to her teammate. Here comes Soraya Cheadle again. Going to be blocked by Jessica Sandvolt.
And call a blocking foul on Jessica. Didn't quite get there in time. That's Jessica's first, team first. That sends Soraya Cheadle to the line for two.
It's the front end of those.
Second one up and good as well. Makes the score 5-4 in favor of the Mustangs. Fast break going here. Attempt. Tipped away by Fulda. It'll be Mustang ball.
They're trying to work a fast break kind of in the transition ball there, but Fulda got back and blocked that last pass, knocked it out of bounds.
A half a step. That's all it would have been.
So Mustangs swing it all the way around the perimeter. Sandvolt with it on the left wing. Top of the key to Carstensen. Now swinging up to the top. Here's Sandvolt with it. Going left side to Abigail Eben. She's going to dribble to her left. A lot of swats. It was a steal by Soraya Cheadle. And here's number 15. Up off the glass, no good. That's
Jessica Sandvolt with the rebound.
So Mariah Cheadle to Soraya.
Oh, tried to dish it off to Taylor underneath and just out of the reach of her hands. Be Fulda basketball.
I'm going to have to read my sheet a little closer here, Kenny. I had Melissa Gale as Soraya Cheadle. So, so Melissa and Soraya both in on that last play. No joy on the score. The other end was net result of no points on the other end. And now we're going to have an offensive rebound on number 14, Melissa Gale. So Mustang girl had position, and she just ran her over.
Yep,
So she's called for an offensive
foul.
foul.
Tried to push her way through the screen.
So Mia Graham into the match here for the Mustangs, and Mariah Terhark as well. It's a good hustle by number 1, Brittany Hermelane.
Yeah, and tips it back off of Mia's ankle, so it'll be Fulda's ball.
Here's number 4. I don't know if I have number 4 on the roster here, on the printed roster. I don't. But
14, I believe. That was 14 with the shot.
With the ball is number 4.
Oh, there's
4
number
right
4.
Now. And see if our statistician has number 4 into the mix. You don't have her either. You'll have to just add a player and just call her number 4. For now, we'll get that info.
And she makes her first free throw. That foul was charged to Taylor Karstensen. That's her first.
Second free throw on the way and good. So some backcourt pressure.
Little pressure by Fulda.
Mustangs working to break the press. Sandbolt does that. Nice turnaround dribble. Gets it to Abigail Eben to set things up. 4:27 on the clock.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we got walloped pretty good up in Fulda last year. The girls did, and boys both. So I'm sure the Mustangs are looking for a little revenge tonight.
Now, a few folks have made the trip here all the way from the Great White North up there.
Great White North, eh?
Hey.
That foul was on Courtney Zins. That's her first, team third.
The Mustangs working it around the perimeter. Mariah Terhark with it on the left side. She's going to try to drive it left. She's well defended there. Pass inside, tipped, stolen away by Fulda. There's a pass ahead. Sandbolt steals it on the other end.
Turnabout fair play, I guess.
Both teams are going to have clearer passing lanes than that if they want to do anything but just play catch with the ball.
Fulda fairly, they're not real big, but they're very similar to Adrian. They're fairly quick out front, really getting in our passing lanes.
Now there's a slashing player. Sandbolt gets a nice pass from Mia Graham. She's creating some offense. She's going to be fouled, not shooting at the time, so she's going to...
Fouls on number 11, Courtney Teasler. That will be her first. Team fourth.
So there's an inbounds pass to Sandbolt, looking to create again inside. Gets inside and
gets the roll.
Puts a nice shot up off the rim and good. So here comes Fulda, setting their offense. Here's number 24 with a 18-footer. That's
tipped away by
Rachel Cheadle.
Tipped away by number 4 after Jessica had the rebound, and then Jessica gets called for a foul trying to get it back.
So it looks like Taya Graham set to come in, and Soraya Cheadle, number 15, coming in for number 11, Courtney Teasler. 3:12 on the clock. We've got Taylor Karstensen coming back in. Mariah Terhark taking a seat. Good drive across the middle. There's that elusive number 4 there. Here's a pass inside. Back out to number 14 from the top of the key. Tries a 3, no good.
Battle for the rebound, and looks like the Mustangs are going to come up with it.
The ref yelled white and pointed to his right. And he realized that white is the other way. So here come the Mustangs. 2:57 on the clock.
Full court pressure by the Fulda.
Danielle Eben going to dribble it across the timeline herself.
Well, I like to see that when our big girls can handle the ball.
That's very encouraging.
That gives you a whole nother dimension as far as breaking a press.
There's a skip pass from Abby Eben to Danielle Eben.
That ball was all but in.
That actually was below the rim.
Yeah, it really was. We could see it from here.
I've got the exact angle, and it bounced right back out. There's a good follow play there by Rachel
number
Cheadle.
24.
Put back up and in off of a missed basket. So Fulda with an 8-7 lead, and now a steal. Melissa Gale stole it away from.
They got quick hands, Fulda Raiders do.
Abby Eben tips that one out of bounds. There's a lot of tipped balls. I don't think we're tracking that stat tonight, but
I don't think I'd want to try to track that stat.
We would need a dedicated spotter just for that stat, I think. So Brittany Hermeling going to inbound the ball under Fulda's own basket. Long pass in to Soraya Cheadle, top of the key, guarded by Taya Graham. Down to Hermeling. Now to Gale at the top of the key. There's Cheadle, left wing, trying an 18-footer. Hand in her face and still hits that. So it's 10-7 Fulda. Coach Grafing wants a 30-second timeout.
Want to talk it over a little bit.
So we'll be back right after a short message from our friends at Tree Shell.
When you need a case for your computer, treeshell.com. For your iPhone, iPad, and iPod, treeshell.com. When you need a case for your Kindle device, nobody makes one near as nice as treeshell, treeshell.com. For elegant products made from wood, nobody makes them near as good as treeshell, treeshell.com.
treeshell.com.
If you happen to hear a crunching sound, I'm eating a delicious meal here from the Pizza Ranch.
Mustangs inbounds the ball. Full court pressure. Ball into Danielle Eben. Gets it across half court.
That's actually pretty good ball handling.
It really is.
She had to stop and regather herself and did so nicely. Maddie DeBeer into the mix for the Mustangs. There's a skip pass to Danielle Eben, out to Maddie DeBeer. There's a nice pass inside. Mia Graham gets it to her.
Turnaround jumper, good for Danny Eben.
So 10-9, Fulda Raiders in the lead. 1:14 left. There's a steal.
Ball knocked away by Taylor Carstensen.
Good defense there by the Mustangs. Good defensive stand. And now Taya Graham in with it. Maddie DeBeer. Mia Graham on the right wing. Taya Graham with it now, top of the key. And there's going to be a foul on Brittany Hermeling. That's hounding defense there by the Raiders.
Sure is.
And they're causing some headaches there for the Mustangs. But
that's Hermeling's first foul, and that's the team's fifth.
Mia Graham going to take a seat. Abigail Eben back into the lineup for the Mustangs. She'll inbound on the far side. Mustangs headed to the left basket here in the first period. There's a nice fake shot pass inside to Danielle Eben. The shot's no good, but it's a good offensive look for the Mustangs. And
good defense by Mia Graham, by Taya Graham.
That's position defense there.
Forced the girl to travel with the ball because she had nowhere to go.
So Mustangs across the timeline. Maddie DeBeer with it, left wing, guarded by three.
Gets tied up, jump ball. I believe the arrow is in favor of Fulda.
You don't get tied up any tighter than that at a rodeo. Man, that was defense, and she was trying to get that ball through there. Did not have any joy there getting rid of that ball.
Mia Graham back in for Maddie DeBeer.
So we've got Mia, Taya, Abby, Taylor, and Danielle in for the Mustangs. 19 seconds. There's Gale, Melissa Gale from the far left side. Rebounded by Rachel Cheadle with the putback. She's going to be credited with the shot and is fouled by number 20, Abigail Eben, for the Mustangs. So she'll have an opportunity for an and one here. A 3-point play. Rachel Cheadle at the line. Be shooting one free throw here. 12-9. There's a mutual possession on the rebound.
Yep. Mustangs need to do a little better boxing out there. They just went up for the rebound, and the Fulda girl come right in there and tied her up.
So here comes Taya Graham. Taylor Carstensen ahead to Danielle Eben. Good pass ahead to Mia Graham. Good hustle by Fulda to stop that layup. She had a layup, and she's fouled in the pursuit of that layup.
Yeah, it was a good foul because that was a sure 2-point layup. So
that's Hermeling with her second foul. Mia Graham at the line, shooting 2. Front one's no good.
Rims out.
Second one up, and that one's good. So just a 2-point game, 1.7 left. Long shot attempt by Soraya Cheadle, no good. So after one period, 12-10, Fulda Raiders in the lead over the GLR Mustangs. We'll be back after this message from Student Game Manufacturing.
As a man of the land, you ask yourself tough questions, like, if my auger could talk, what might he say? And as a man of truth and wisdom, I can tell you that when called upon, your auger might say something like, "Gee, it sure is a nice day to move some grain there, or I'm about to shoot some grain into that bin over there." And now you ask, why does my auger sound like a Royal Mountie? Well, that's because there's a chance you bought it from some fancy outfit in Canada. That's right, you may have unintentionally outsourced a piece of equipment that sits at the center of your operation, that transports your most precious cargo. Canada, a country that is not America. Now you know. And now, next time, you get it right. Because Sudengay Industries manufactures the world-class Ox Portable Auger right here in America's heartland, George, Iowa. Ox Portable Augers from Sudengay. There's work to do. The Ox.
I want to thank Sudengay Manufacturing for being a sponsor here of the GLR Radio Network. I don't know if our sponsors even knew they were going to be sponsoring a ball game tonight.
Probably not.
But they knew that this was one of the games on the lineup. So Soraya Cheadle driving inside, gets it to about the 4-foot mark and puts it up off the glass and in. So
hounding defense. Tipped out of bounds. Mustang basketball on the side here. Abigail Eden inbounds it to...
Wow, that's a three-touch
nice
play there. Even got the pass back from Carstensen, I believe, and then went right inside. It's a good shot there by the Mustangs. Here's number 11, Courtney Teasler, trying a three-pointer. No good. Mustangs control the rebound. 14-12. There's a tough pass.
Jump ball, the Mustangs ball.
Abigail Eben had to dive for that to get her hand on that, get the tie up. So the bounce pass is a little bit of a nemesis here for the Mustangs tonight. A couple of those passes have been a little bit off. Mariah Terhark trying the rebound, but a good hustle. It was batted out of the lane by the Raiders, and they're down at the other end just like that, and they're turning it around.
They're really hitting the offensive boards, too. We got to do a better job of boxing out.
Rachel Cheadle came down with it, but she
traveled
took
a
couple
little bit
steps before she got rid of it, so she's called for a walk.
Mustangs in the bounds ball to Jessica Sambold, who brings it up to front court. Fulda kind of laying off their press for the moment.
Abigail Eben driving it inside down the baseline. Her shot's no good. Here come the Fulda Raiders on a fast break. No good. Carstensen with a rebound. She's going to be fouled trying to get that ball cleared. And that might be the 7th team foul. If I'm not mistaken, they're headed toward the free throw line for the 1-on-1 bonus.
Foul was on number 24, Rachel Cheadle. That's her first. Yeah, and that is the team 7, so that puts the Mustangs into the bonus.
Taya Graham checking in for Abigail Eben. Taylor Carstensen at the free throw line.
First one is good. And when you're shooting 1-on-1, that's big.
That's the one you have to hit. Well, she did it. Second free throw on the way now. And that one's up, and just a nice shooter's touch.
Shooter's touch rolls in. Yep. Nice job by Taylor.
Danielle Eben coming in to give her a breather. 6:23 left, and it's tied at 14. So we've got ourselves a basketball game here. Very even matchup tonight. Graham sisters on their roving double defense.
Ooh, that one was from downtown. That was from the Pizza Ranch.
That was right from the. Wow. Sandbolt's fortunate she didn't get hurt there. Yeah, she almost stepped on the basketball.
Foul committed by 14, Melissa Gale. That's her second.
So the ones are coming out. Number 1 and number 11, Brittany Hermeling and Courtney Teasler coming out. Number 10, Maddie Westra, and number 15, Soraya Cheadle back into the mix. Sandbolt's free throw no good. Out of the grasp of the Mustangs. Here come the Raiders.
If you play a tight defense like Fulda is, that's one drawback, is if the refs are going to call that little reach in all the time, you can get girls in foul trouble. And Fulda's, they've got 8 team fouls already, and there's still almost 6 minutes left in this second quarter.
The pass inside to Danielle Eben. Turnaround jumper's no good. Here comes Fulda after the rebound. There's a tip ball off of Fulda.
It was off of Mia Graham, and then the Fulda girl tried to reel it back in and went off her fingers too. So that was a nice job by Mia Graham.
That's that, man, what do we call that? If it was an Apple product, it'd be called an I touch the basketball. Every time that ball is passed, somebody's on it.
It seems like it.
That's the I touch defense. Mia Graham with it. Taya Graham, top of the key. Right wing to Sandbolt, top of the key to Mia. Mustangs are not dribbling it much. They're just passing, waiting for stuff to happen. Sandbolt put the shot up, and it went kind of right back down to her off.
Yeah,
of the
she
rim.
was probably a little further under the basket than she thought, and it just went right off the bottom of the backboard.
Kind of hit off of her own shoulder out of bounds.
And then out of bounds.
A good offensive possession there by the Mustangs. No conversion to points, but it's what you want. Is good offense. Here come the Raiders. Here's number 4 from the left wing, right side. Ruth Cheadle, we think. She's wearing number 4, but we think she's Ruth Cheadle. So it's our best guess at this point. Hope all you Fulda fans are enjoying the broadcast. And if we have it wrong, we're not doing it on purpose, right?
Right.
We're not that deliberately malicious to do anything like that on purpose. So.
And I believe that was a foul on Ruth Cheadle then, because it was foul on number 4 for pushing off, trying to get that loose ball, which will send Taya Graham to the line for a 1-on-1.
4:39 on the clock. Score still tied at 14. It's a 1-on-1. So Taya Graham wearing number 24 for the Mustangs. She's going to have a 1-on-1 opportunity here. That shot is nothing but net. Nothing but net. Good looking free throw there. 15-14 now. The Mustangs have regained the lead. Second free throw is also good. So here come the Raiders. Hermeling with it. Now to 25. That's Courtney Zins.
Kind of overthrew the girl that was posted up right into the hands of Danielle Eben.
So Mustangs with it on the way. Here's Danielle, turnaround jumper. She's going to try to put it up. It's in and out of the basket.
She's had about 4 shots like that tonight that have just kind of rimmed out. They were in and out.
Wow, that's good. That's just good basketball there all around. Fulda had a couple opportunities there. Mustangs with quick hands caused an extra dribble that went out of bounds. So Mustangs will have the basketball. Maddie DeBeer in for Sandbolt. 4:09 left in the first half. It's 16-14 off of those 2 made free throws by Graham. There's a nice pass. Danielle Eben underneath to Maddie DeBeer. She just was too open for that shot and just missed it. Here comes Fulda with it. Hermeling with a right side shot. Here's a three-pointer for her. She's tried a couple of them and got this one to go. 17-16. It's Brittany Hermeling again with a three-pointer. Here's Taya Graham.
Oh, my goodness. We've had so many shots rattle in and out. It's just unbelievable.
We almost want to call for a check of that rim.
Yeah, or maybe the basketball has too much air in it tonight or something. It's just...
It kind of reminds me of that practice basketball that
here's Fulda getting caught for offensive foul again.
That's Soraya Cheadle. That's the second time she's been called for that tonight.
Legal screen.
If we're not mistaken. You know that basketball that's almost double size.
It's got to be.
With? You have to shoot it perfect for it to go. Oh, Danielle Eben looked at an 18-footer. Here comes Abigail Eben. Underneath, Danielle Eben with the putback.
Nice rebound by Dan Eben. Gets undercut, makes the shot, going to shoot one.
She's going to be giving the Mustangs an 18-17 lead and has a free throw coming.
Foul is on 24, Rachel Cheadle. That's her second.
Here comes Ruth Cheadle in for Courtney Teasler. So Danielle Eben trying for the three-point play here.
The old-fashioned way.
And that one rattles out, no good. Mustangs well boxed by the Fulda Raiders here tonight. Somebody's got a pushing foul in the lane.
Well, Danielle Eben gets called with a little push down low. It's Danielle's first, team's fifth.
Taya and Danielle coming out. Mia Graham into the mix for the Mustangs. The shot's up no good by number 14.
Nice box out by Taylor Karstensen there to get the rebound. She kept that girl on her hip the whole way.
So Mia Graham, Mariah Terhark that tries a pass, goes over the top of Abigail Eben and out of bounds. Here comes Madison Henning in for Maddie DeBeer. Madison Henning wearing number 34 for the Mustangs. Here come the Fulda Raiders. It's a pass inside to 24. Should be called for a 3-second violation.
Yeah, she got the ball and then dribbled, and then it kind of popped out of her hands, and so by the time she regathered it and passed it out, she had been in there a little too long.
The official wanted to charge rent in there, right? Here comes Taylor Carson, a pass to Abigail Eben, stolen away.
We're trying to force that a little bit with that girl cutting across the baseline. We got to make sure that girl has cleared her defender.
And Soraya Cheadle drives it out of there, and I think almost a frustration foul by Taylor Carstensen there.
That's her second, team sixth.
There's a good backdoor move there by the Raiders. Carstensen with a good rebound. The shot was no good. Mustangs had good position on the box out. Mia Graham
put up the shot and tried to get her own rebound and went over the back, so
she's going to be called for an over the back. I don't know whose back she was over.
There was a bunch of girls there. Must have been 15 because she's going to the free throw line for a 1-on-1.
That's excellent
Soraya
deductive reasoning. I didn't even think of that, but honestly, that's really good. She's at the line. She's going to be shooting a one-on-one.
That may not be the one that she went over, but that's the one's a referee.
No, but you're absolutely right. And I'll keep an eye on that going forward the rest of this game.
Soraya misses the front end of the one-on-one, and Mariah Tark with the rebound.
Minute 47 left. Here comes Madison Henning. She's good at that left side drive. She didn't connect the shot here. That's a hard foul there. It's going to put Soraya Cheadle at the line.
They called Madison Henning with the foul. That's her first, and that puts Cheadle back at the line for a 1-on-1.
She hits the front end of that.
Makes it this time.
Taya Graham going to come in for Madison Henning.
Nice to see Madison getting some varsity minutes here.
So here comes Soraya Cheadle with her second free throw. That one's no good.
Mariah Tahark with the rebound again.
So minute 33. There's another tip ball at Brittany Hermeling. If you give her one extra millisecond,
she's there.
She's into that passing lane.
Mustangs haven't done much offensively here for the last few minutes. They're just kind of, we've thrown the ball away a few times, and we just look a little hesitant.
There's a steal.
Just not taking care of the ball. And awesome defensive play by Taya Graham. Comes slicing in there to knock it out of her hands while she was going up for a layup.
Ruth Cheadle had a postcard moment there that was stamped by Taya Graham.
Fulda inbounds it. Tries to slide it out to the left wing and throws it away. Be Mustang basketball.
So credit Taya Graham for that turnaround.
That was hustle. That was good hustle there.
We're tied at 18, a minute 10 on the clock. There's another turnover by the Mustangs.
Mishandled the pass.
Fulda with a minute to go here, looking to create something. Here's Melissa Gale. There's Taya Graham stealing it out of there. She's going to be fouled on her way to a layup. So Taya Graham reaching into that passing lane, stealing that ball out of there.
Fouls on number 1, Brittany Harmeling, and that's her third.
That's a significant number here right at the end of the first half.
Taya Graham, first free throw up and in.
Sandbolt coming out and Abigail Eben in her place. Here comes the second free throw.
That one looks short.
No good. Raiders with the rebound. Coming down now with 47 seconds to go. Soraya Cheadle inside pass to Melissa Gale. That shot's no good.
Nice play. Just off the shot a little bit. Mia Graham with the rebound.
Mia controls it across the timeline, gets it to her sister Taya. And
looks like Fulda rebounded, but the girl was standing on the out-of-bounds line when the ball come into her hands, so it'll be Mustang basketball underneath our own basket.
So 27.8 on the clock. 19-18, just a 1-point lead for the Mustangs. Going to try a three at top with Taya, and that's no good. Off to the right of the rim. That was just the right distance, but just off to the right. So 19.9 on the clock. Soraya Cheadle across the timeline. Melissa Gale driving it inside, creating contact, ran right into Taya, I believe. Taya Graham going to be called for a blocking foul.
That's Taya's first. Basket went in, too. She threw it up hard and off the glass, and it rattled in.
Once in a while, it rattles home. So here's the free throw. That rattles out, no good. Danielle Eben with the rebound. Abigail's got it, 8 seconds on the clock. Mustangs looking to create something. Taya tries a shot, it's no good. Saved in bounds at the buzzer by Mia Graham. So a 20-19 lead for the Fulda Raiders here at halftime.
Yeah, Mustangs got one of the points back that quarter. outscored them 9-8. Still trail by 1. If that trend keeps up, we'll win by 1 point. So
that's a hopeful stat there. We're going to be tracking that. We'll be back after a few messages from our sponsors. We'll start out with Otter Valley Insurance.
Are you looking for more protection against bad weather hitting your crops than federal crop insurance alone can provide? Otter Valley Insurance now offers total weather insurance, providing supplemental coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325. Otter Valley Insurance and Real Estate in George. Corner Service in Little Rock is the place to go for all your vehicle maintenance needs. From oil changes to overhauls, get a set of new tires or even wiper blades to help with visibility. Let the professionals at Corner Service keep your vehicles running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at 415 Main Street in Little Rock, and they can be reached by phone at 712-479-2794. That's Corner Service, Main Street in Little Rock, 479-2794. Mustang Plumbing and Heating provides service and repair on furnaces, water heaters, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps, along with all types of plumbing. Speaking of water heaters, Brandon and his crew replaced our water heater last winter for us, and the prompt and thorough service he and his team provided was very much appreciated. And now we have a water system that provides much more hot water much longer, which is a very important thing in our family. Contact Brandon Cruz for your plumbing and heating needs. That's Mustang Plumbing and Heating, 101 Main Street in George, 475-2661.
Well, thank all our great sponsors. We almost hate to come back from break here. We got some great food in front of us.
Yeah, we
here.
actually have some. I have some fans up here that are handing me a couple pieces of pizza. That's very much appreciated.
And I've got a, well, what do we call this here? This is a barbecue chicken wrap. And those homemade chips.
From the fine folks at Pizza Ranch.
Man. So we got about 7 minutes here before second half action.
Pretty even half. You know, there's we have Jessica Sambolt right now with 5 points, and Danielle Eben with 4. We have Taya Graham with 5, and Mia Graham with 1. I mean, you know, pretty. You know, it's only 19 points at halftime, so it's fairly low scoring. But you know, we got several girls contributing, so that's a good deal. Fulda's been led so far by Soraya Cheadle. She has 9 points at halftime. And Rachel Cheadle has 4. And Melissa Gale has 2. And Brittany Harmeling has 3. So pretty even first half. I am a little surprised. Fulda, I thought, threw the ball, worked the ball inside a little more than I thought they would against our big girls. They weren't real successful, but they definitely gave it a good old college try by getting the ball down low a lot more times than I thought they would.
They're getting a lot of inside-out touches, and they seem to be controlling the possession, unless they try that one extra pass, and then one of the Graham sisters steps into that and tips it. So,
yeah, and they've taken several three-point shots, and fortunately for the Mustangs, they've only hit on one of them. So if they'd have been hitting even 50, half of them, we would be looking at a fairly good deficit right now.
So it's a very good matchup tonight, and we're glad to be able to bring it to you. It seems like they're the threat assessment that we had to start the game seems to be right on. Hermeling is really hustling on defense. She's gotten her hand into a lot of passing lanes.
Yep. The only drawback to that is she does have 3 fouls going into this second half. That's something that we're going to keep an eye on that could come into play. They've really played aggressive defense, but they have 3 girls with 2 fouls and Brittany Hermeling with 3 fouls. So if they pick up a couple early ones in the third quarter, that could definitely change the way Fulda has to play the rest of the game.
That is, I didn't get the final tally for fouls, but I know that GLR was able to shoot the double bonus there the last couple of fouls. So I know they had at least 10 and maybe more than that. So it's a little closer differential at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and we've actually outscored Fulda by 1 at the free throw line, 6-5. So that really hasn't been a factor. But they just picked up. You know, we have several girls with fouls too, but they really spread them out. We have 5 girls with just 1 foul, and we have a couple girls with 2. So we actually spread them out. Whereas Fulda, their starters are the main ones that picked up multiple fouls.
All right, so we've got about 3.5 minutes before the start of the second period, or the second half rather. So we're going to take a short break, let you hear from some more of our great sponsors here on the GLR Radio Network.
You're listening to the GLR Radio Network. Wondering where you'll find cash for holiday gifts? Bank locally and shop locally with help from Frontier Bank and Holiday Bucks. Apply today for your no-interest loan, then purchase your holiday gifts. Get a new washer and dryer, replace old tires on your vehicle, purchase gas cards, or pay off your doctor or dentist bills. Use your Holiday Bucks at any participating merchant in George, Little Rock, and Rock Rapids. See a loan officer for more details on a no-interest Holiday Bucks loan. One more way Frontier Bank and you help the community prosper. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Country Boutique in Rock Rapids is a full-service floral shop with everything you'd need from a romantic bouquet to home or office decorating for any season. They have an impressive selection of gift items for every budget, a framing gallery for photographs or paintings and memorabilia, a formal wear specialty store for weddings and proms and other formal occasions, and much, much more. Get an instant coupon worth $5 that you can use on your next visit by texting CB Flowers to 72727. Again, just text CB Flowers to 72727 and an instant coupon worth $5 off a qualifying purchase will be sent straight to your phone. That's the Country Boutique in Rock Rapids, Iowa, 712-472-3668. Farmers, are your 2013 profits protected from bad weather? The extreme weather this past growing season is in the rearview mirror, but now you need to plan for next season. Otter Valley Insurance in George now offers total weather insurance, providing coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance in George, 475-3325.
This is Craig Manson, branch manager of Security Savings Bank in George. Now is a great time to stop in and discuss our 2013 crop loans. We can help you make sound decisions about your farming operation for the upcoming year. I grew up on a farm and understand the challenges and benefits that go along with farming. I will take time to understand your unique farm operation and the situations you face. Our loans are approved locally by people you know. For help with your farm loans, count on Security Savings Bank of Larchwood, Inwood, George, and Canton. Member FDIC.
Well, we're back here live at GLR High School Gymnasium. Craig Johnson alongside Kenny Schilling. We're Glad to be bringing you this live non-conference matchup, GLR versus Fulda, Minnesota. And we're just about set to get underway.
Good first half of basketball, very close both ways, and so I think the second half will be just as close.
Fulda's already on the court ready to get this thing going. And here come the Mustangs out of the huddle.
Looks like Fulda's going to inbounds the pass to start the second half.
So Hermeling into Soraya Cheadle. Brings it up for the Raiders. Gale inside to 24, Rachel Cheadle. And the Mustangs mutually tipped that one out of bounds on a
fight. They're all fighting for the rebound, and it went off their hands.
3 Mustangs shared that tip out of bounds. There's Hermeling trying a 3 from the left side, no good. And that rebound goes off of the Raiders. So Mustangs bringing the ball up the court, 19-20 in favor of the Fulda Raiders. There's a clear out by Taya Graham.
Nice move by Taylor. Nice little spin move.
She
gets fouled
right,
on the floor.
Bent it left, and shot did not go.
That foul was on 14, Melissa Gale, and that's her third.
Taylor with another shot inside, did not go, but a good offensive look. Good hustle by Sandbolt
to try to track it down. They're gonna call Fulda with over and back. The girl took off running just as the girl was passing, and the ball ran over the half-court line. Mustangs will inbounds.
So if I pass it to where you were and you're gone when the ball gets there, that's what that looks like.
Yep, exactly.
There's a skip pass from Sandbolt to Abigail Eben. The ball's out of her hands. And here come the Raiders bringing it right up.
Boy, that 15, she really likes to take it to the hole, but they call her for a charge, and that's going to be her third foul.
So that's 3 fouls on her, and I believe all 3 of those have been on the offensive side.
Yep. So Fulda right now with 3 girls with 3 fouls.
There's a pass inside, tough dribble there. Good
nice save by Danielle Eben.
Keeping that alive. Mustangs reset. Here's Taylor Carson, top of the key. She's going to drive it to her right. Gets it to Taylor, flashing into the paint as Sandbolt. Does not convert the layup.
Taylor didn't get back quite in time in established position. Going to get called for a foul. Basket is good. And that's going to be Taylor's third.
So that's Melissa Gale creating on offense. Taylor's going to come sit down, so is Abigail Eben. Mariah Terhark in. Mia Graham in. 22-19. Fulda with a 3-point lead. Now a 4-point lead. That free throw was good. So the Mustang faithful exhorting the Mustangs on the court. Create something on offense. Danielle Eben's going to be called for a charge. She went down to her knees.
Call for travel.
Should I say charge?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you travel, you need a charge card.
Yeah.
So here come the Raiders. Hermeling to Melissa Gale. Gale working on Mariah Terhark, gets around her left side. Danielle Eben with the rebound.
Ref's going to confer, not sure who the ball went off of.
So they're talking it over with 5:55 on the clock. They're going to give the ball to the Raiders.
Yep. And I believe that was the right call. I think Danielle Eben is the last one to touch it.
So here they come. Here's Hermeling on the left side. Working it back down to Melissa Gale. Turn around, jumper off the glass, and good. Jessica Sandbolt now bringing the ball up the lane.
Up to a 6-point lead. Mustangs need to convert something here.
Taya Graham inside, good pass to Danielle Eben. She does not convert it, but that's the kind of shot you've got to be able to get a hold of. They just did not convert that.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for a better execution there. Foul called on the floor. Called on Danielle Eben. That's her second.
That was definitely away from the ball, wasn't it? I didn't think that was right on the ball.
Yeah, team second.
Got a 6-point lead, 25-19. 5:21 on the clock. A high arching pass into number 11 down to Hermeling. So Teasler with the assist to Hermeling in the corner. She hits the three. 28-19 now. Sandville driving it in left. She got it to Mariah Terhark, but
we're so indecisive tonight. It seems like nobody wants to take control and shoot the ball. They're all looking to pass, and I don't know.
Probably one extra pass too many.
Just one pass too many.
There's a backdoor pass to number 11, Courtney Teasler. No good. Mustangs with the rebound. Here comes Mia Graham. Taya Graham on the right side tries a three. Bounces out. No good. Neutral possession on the rebound.
Yep, good job by Mariah Terhark to tie the girl up. It'd be Mustangs basketball under our own basket.
Abigail Eben now in for Taya Graham. Inbounds pass from Sandville to Eben. Danielle can't hit the shot. There's a tip ball.
Tip ball by Abigail and off to Mia Graham and gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball.
And Mia did not realize she had two Fulda players behind her when she got a hold of that ball. Or I'm sure she would have gone some other direction with it. Anyway, Mustangs with the possession. Danielle Eben has it stolen away. Good defense there by Rachel Cheadle. Filling the passing lane. So we've got Ruth Cheadle, Rachel Cheadle, and Soraya Cheadle with the rebound. Tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs, so Gale in now for Courtney Zins. And Ruth Cheadle taking a seat. Brittany Hermeling back in. Hermeling's got it on the left side. Bounce pass inside to Rachel Cheadle. No good. Mia
Graham with a rebound.
That's a big rebound. She drives it out of there. Sandbolt with it now. And she gets all the way through. Nice move to get herself free. And she converts that layup.
Yeah, we need to see a little more of that.
So 7-point lead yet for the Raiders. 3:44 on the clock. Soraya Cheadle driving it right side on Mia Graham. She's going to hit that, hit the layup, and she's going to be fouled in the process. That's on Mia.
Mia Graham, that's her second. Team's third.
So Courtney Teasler coming out. Number 10 in Maddie Westra in for her, if I'm not mistaken. And here comes Ruth Cheadle in and Soraya Cheadle out. So a raft of substitutions there. 30-21, 3:33 on the clock, third period. Mustangs with their hands full here against this Fulda Raiders defense. There's a pass inside to Abigail Eben. Driving right side. She gets a roll.
Gets the ball to roll in.
That's a friendly roll, a shooter's roll, if you will. Does get that one to fall. She's going to be at the free throw line.
That foul was on number 14, Melissa Gale. That's her fourth.
A lot of fouls being committed here tonight.
Abby gets a free throw to roll in.
It's an even foul chart right now. 3 team fouls on each side of the ball.
Mustangs got the lead cut to 6. Oh, nice defense by Jessica. Forces
Ruth Cheadle
to travel with the ball.
Stretched her pivot foot a little.
Stretched her hamstring.
I think if that was me down there, you'd be getting a gurney right now.
I think it was more of a slip than anything.
Yeah,
I think she tried to stop because Jessica had very good defensive position on her, and I think her foot slipped a little bit.
It's like the kids in stocking feet on the kitchen floor when they slip a little bit. Taylor Carsonson trying to create on offense. It's going to be a kind of a holding foul called on her arm. Head coach Greg Slothaug does not like the call.
That was Courtney Zinn's second foul.
There's a pass to Sandbolt from Abigail Eben. Abigail is going to try to put the move on. She was denied position. It was just what I happened to be looking at the time. Here comes the Raiders with a rebound. Hermeling with three-pointer in mind, and she hits it. 33-24, 2:32. In the lane to Carsonson. The ball's tipped out of bounds by Fulda. No call on the play other than the out-of-bounds call. Here comes Ruth Cheadle. Brittany Hermeling out of the match. 2:22 on the clock. And there's a unforced error just thrown away.
We just seem a little out of sorts, I think, without Keely Cruz on the floor tonight. She is kind of the general for our team this year.
Yes, you can sense the confidence is a little bit low right now. 2:15 on the clock, and there's a 9-point lead.
Reach-in foul on Jessica Sandbolt. That's her third.
There's a fill the lane steal by Carsonson. Sandbolt with it ahead. No good. Mariah Terhark's going to be called for an over the back. She caught the ball, put it back, but it's going to be whistled off. So that's going to be Mariah's first foul. And Maddie Westra in for Courtney Teasler. Check that. Teasler back in, and Zinn's out. Need a full-time crew just to deal with the substitutions.
Yeah, that's...
So... Oh, big collision right at midcourt. Mia Graham was headed towards pay dirt for the Mustangs, and she's going to be, a blocking foul is going to be called. Number 11.
Courtney Teasler. That's her second.
Got another substitution in. Maddie Westra out, and Courtney Zinn's back in. So minute 41 on the clock. Taya Graham with it. Right side, Danielle Eben. Gets it to Sandbolt inside. They're going to reset. Sandbolt at the top of the key. Got her dribble picked up. Taya Graham working on offense. She's down on the ground. And there's going to be an offensive
Jessica,
foul.
Very, very good defense.
Soraya Cheadle again, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's going to be her fourth foul.
You know, I think that's the first time I can honestly say that I've seen one player commit 4 offensive fouls. Not a real negative, aggressive sort of fouls, but just trying to create on offense.
Yep.
And a couple of times it was away from the ball where she was trying to push for position. A couple of times it was driving with the ball. So give her some credit for trying to create. Here come the Raiders. There's going to be a foul committed on the far sideline there. Courtney Teasler had it, driving the ball. And our
foul's going to be on Taya. That's her second.
Graham is going to be called for a reach foul there.
Each team with 16 fouls this quarter.
So Hermeling gets it across the timeline. Gets a pass to the right wing, tries the three, no good. And that is Rachel Cheadle with the putback attempt. The ball was blocked.
Fouled by Mariah Tahark. That's her second.
That free throw is up and good. Looks to be a left-handed free throw shooter there. Second free throw on the way, and that's no good. Mariah Terhark with the rebound. 41 seconds in the period.
10-point lead for the Fulda Raiders right now.
Taya Graham trying a three, that's no good. Danielle Eben with the rebound, gets it to Abigail Eben, no good. But there's Mia Graham with the third offensive rebound, and the putback is good. So 34-26. Danielle Eben's going to be called for a push foul. Rachel Cheadle jumped up for the ball. She was a foot or two away from where she jumped. I think the ref thought she pushed her away.
Yeah, I didn't see any contact at all, but from his angle, he must have thought that Danielle gave her a shove in the back.
So that free throw's no good.
So that's Danielle's third foul.
10 seconds. Mustangs working it around. There's Mia with an open look. No good. Abigail trying an extra pass instead of a shot, and the ball winds up not even being shot toward the basket. So
34-26 in favor of the Raiders.
Slow progression here by Fulda, but just adding to their lead.
Yeah, they outscored us 14-7 that quarter.
And that's right next to the differential for the whole game.
Yep.
So,
but we'll see how this fourth quarter plays out. You know, Fulda has a couple girls with 4 fouls, and they're 2 of their big scorers. So if we can get them to commit to that 5th foul early in this quarter, that could definitely change the face of this game.
It's we've said it before, but if there's any opportunity for indecision, it seems like they're taking it tonight. Our Mustangs are just not confident about where they're going with the ball.
No room for that tonight.
So we're ready to start third quarter action. The Raiders with the basketball. They'll be inbounding on the far sideline. So Courtney Teasler, Melissa Gale, Hermeling driving left. They're working that three-player offense. Good job by Taylor Carstensen to get that.
Fulda looked like to start that quarter off like they were going to pass it around a little bit and maybe run a little time off the clock.
They did run 24 seconds off the clock, but got nothing out of it. Mustangs with a steal. Here's Carstensen inside.
Nice little turnaround jump shot by Taylor. That's her first bucket of the night.
So 6-point lead. They're gonna see if they can cut into it here. Pass inside. Here's a left side move by number 14, Melissa Gale.
High off the glass. Nice adjustment on her shot there. Back to an 8-point lead for the Raiders.
I think Melissa Gale may be called for that.
And that's her 5th foul.
Oh, she did not look happy about that call. She's played a great role here tonight for the Raiders, and you can tell she's one of their court generals.
Yep. She leaves the game with 9 points.
So 8-point lead now. Taylor Carsonson at the free throw line. Misses the front end of the one-on-one. No rebound by the Mustangs. Mia Graham guarding Brittany Hermeling. Taylor Carsonson with a steal.
Right in the passing lane.
She drives it to her left.
Wisely holds up, waits for the guards.
Sandbolt driving to her right, takes it up off the glass. No good, gets her own rebound. Rebound stolen out of there. Teasler, I believe, has got it. Courtney Teasler took it right out of Sandbolt's hands and dribbled it all the way down, created some on offense, got fouled in the process by
Abigail Eben.
Abigail.
And that's her 2nd. Puts the Raiders at the line for a 1-on-1.
19 fouls against the Mustangs, 7 against the Raiders. 6:35 on the clock. Free throw on the way. It's no good. Taylor with the rebound. There's a pass. Hermeling gets in the mix on the pass. There's a bounce pass where a
we're just
better.
not crisp tonight. We're not meeting our passes, and we're not really getting enough zip on the ball. And Fulda's just out hustling us tonight.
Sandbolt lost the handle on the dribble, went down to the floor, but left the ball behind. The ball went out of bounds.
Be Fulda basketball. Looks like Fulda's going to call a timeout.
So we'll be back after a 30-second message here from the Hair Hut.
The Hair Hut is a full-service hair salon with services from haircuts to color, perms to nails, and more. Angie McConnell is there to help with all your hair care needs at 105 South Main in George. Call her today at 475-3375. A great place for a hair affair. The Hair Hut in George.
Well, we're back to live action here. We can wax poetic off the air about passing. But we're back to live action. Here's Rachel Cheadle with it at the top of the key. Fulda with it. Hermeling driving to her right. Guarded by Mia Graham. Sandbolt got into the pile on the floor. Courtney Zins kind of lost the handle.
Ties the ball up. Be Raider basketball.
Possession arrow. So they'll inbound it under their own basket. Is it if it's below the free throw line, it's under the basket?
Yeah, it must be. They were discussing where the jump took place, and they ended up putting it underneath the basket there.
Jessica Sandbolt clears the inbounds pass and takes it all the way to the house. Good job by Jessica.
Nice left-handed layup. Well, the Mustangs got it down to 6. They just need to keep playing good, solid defense here.
There's a big contact, but no foul called. Here's number 11 with the shot. Courtney Teasler, no good. Danielle Eben with the big rebound. There's Taya Demia. Drives it left side, blocked out of bounds by Rachel Cheadle. 5:17 on the clock. The time is just evaporating away here. Not a lot of scoring tonight on either squad. Fulda with a 6-point lead, and there's an unforced error on the inbound.
Mustangs I don't know if they're just not used to playing on Thursday night or what. They just seemed a little out of sorts tonight. That was a wide open pass, and she just threw it right out of bounds.
I don't think Justin Bieber's in the house, is he, or anything? There's a steal and stolen back by the Raiders. Here comes number 11, Courtney Teasler, with a layup. That's an 8-point game, 38-30. 5 minutes left in the ball game. And Jessica Sandbolt traveling before she got the pass into Taylor Carstensen. So Mustangs working on a full court press here. Fulda breaks the press right in our corner here by us. Rachel Cheadle guarded by Danielle Eben. And here's Soraya Cheadle. Zins inside to Rachel Cheadle. Took the rebound as her own and missed the shot. And if there's a way for the Mustangs to miss a rebound, they have done it here on this possession. They missed that rebound.
Fouls on Danielle Eben. That's her fourth.
So it's a 10-point game now with 4:28. Here comes Mariah Terhark.
And just like that, it's a 10-point lead again.
And
make
the
it
free
11.
throw is 11. Mustangs are going to have to put some speed in their giddy up. There's a bounce pass. It's no good. You can't bounce pass that far to the right wing. You can do that if you're being sneaky, but not if the defense is ready for it, which they have been tonight. Taylor Carstensen trying a three from outside. No good. Following her shot, Rachel Cheadle with the rebound. Gets it to Soraya Cheadle. There's a good steal by Taylor Carstensen. Slams it into the air, and Mustangs come out of there with it. Sandbolt trying an extra move. It's going to be a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Fulda. 4 minutes to go. And Fulda with an 11-point lead. Brittany Hermeling bringing it across the timeline for the Fulda Raiders. Soraya Cheadle to number 25, Courtney Zins. Inside to Rachel Cheadle. The shot's no good. Number 15, Soraya Cheadle in the mix. And that's Rachel Cheadle going to be called for a push foul on that rebound.
Yep, that's her third.
So 8 team fouls on the Raiders.
Looks like Jessica Sandbolt going to the free throw line to shoot a bonus.
So here's Jessica Sandbolt. Hits that.
Makes the first one.
Free throw. 10 points now, the deficit. .340 left on the clock. Second free throw is also good.
That's good. Got it under double digits anyway, so now the Mustangs can go to work on defense.
So Hermeling off of a screen gets it across the timeline. Sandbolt gets a steal. She's going to take it all the way to the house. There's a big foul there. So Sandbolt back at the line. 3:22 on the clock.
Fouls on number 11, Courtney Teasler. That's her third.
9 team fouls now, so this is a one-on-one yet for the Mustangs.
I believe she was fouled in the act
you're
of shooting,
correct.
though, so
Yep.
it'll be a 2-shot foul.
She missed that first one, but she has a second. Can cut it to 8 points here. And does with that made bucket. Got a substitution now. Mia Graham coming out.
Taya coming in.
Sandbolt staying in. Rachel Cheadle guarded on the inbounds. Brittany Hermeling. There's a
Mustang with a little pressure and forced Fulda to travel with the ball.
Took an extra step. They're trying to break that press. So it's an 8-point ball game, 3:13 on the clock. A tough pass. Danielle Eben controls it. Abigail's got it. Top of the key to Taya Graham. Left side inside to Taylor Carsonson. And that's number 25, Courtney Zins, committing a foul on Taylor Carsonson.
That's going to be her third foul.
So that's 10 team fouls now on both sides.
Both teams in double bonus from here on out.
They don't no longer track them on the scoreboard, so it'll show 10 apiece the rest of the game. Taylor Carsonson closing the gap now.
First foul, our first free throw up and in. And Fulda Raiders want to talk it over, take a timeout.
So we'll be right back after this message from Security Savings Bank.
This is Craig Manson, branch manager of Security Savings Bank in George. Now is a great time to stop in and discuss our 2013 crop loans. We can help you make sound decisions about your farming operation for the upcoming year. I grew up on a farm and understand the challenges and benefits that go along with farming. I will take time to understand your unique farm operation and the situations you face. Our loans are approved locally by people you know. For help with your farm loans, count on Security Savings Bank of Larchwood, Inwood, George, and Canton. Member FDIC.
They get a Security Bank and Tip Carsonson back her free. Let's make a surgeon here. Now up and in now. That point.
Mustang's cut a 6 several times. Just came to get over that 6-point hump. So let's see if they can pick up the defensive intensity a little bit and make it work for them. Foul call from Jessica.
Brittany Hermeling at the free throw line. Missed the first one. Both teams in the double bonus, so any fouls are going to be 2 free throws.
This is Hermeling's first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Second one rattles out, no good. Taylor Carsonson with the rebound. Mustangs are going to have quick hits up on the board here. Abigail Eben, Sandbolt, inside Danielle Eben, back to Sandbolt, drive it inside, trying to create good. The rebound. And here's Soraya Cheadle, all the way up the timeline. And Hermeling with the long shot, no good. Danielle Eben pulls the rebound, and that's
going to be fourth foul.
Right here with the reload on the clock. Danielle Eben a chance to close this gap.
Yeah, that's what we need is an opportunity to score without clock running.
Danielle Eben shot just rims off.
I swear she's had every shot tonight has done the exact same thing, whether it was during the game or free throws. Man, she's had a tough night tonight.
She can close this gap to fights with 2:02 if she hits this free. Does not do it.
Yep.
6 points at Magic. Let's see what this can do. With her steal. Gets it up and cuts it to full timeout request by Heather Griefing. We'll be right back after this from Corner Service.
Corner Service Rock is the place to go for all your vehicle maintenance need. From oil changes to overhauls, get a set of new tires or blades to improve visibility. Let the professionals at Corner Service view your vehicles running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at 415 Main Street in Little Rock. That make Little Rock 492794.
Well, thanks to Merlin Verstegen and the gang down at Corner Service.
They're all here at the ball game tonight.
So if your car's over there, it's not getting worked on right now.
Not at the moment. They're here to watch their son and grand's night.
It is 7:30 at night after. You work hard to your vehicle run night, so you deserve to watch a little basketball during this season. It's the third ball game this week for the GLR Mustangs and for the fans.
Mustangs applying a little pressure on the inbounds pass.
Soraya Cheadle working on Mia Graham. Soraya's got it on the left side.
You could
Gets
bet.
it to Brittany. And there's number 25 with an 18-footer, Courtney Zins. Hits it. 6-point game.
Big bucket.
Taya Graham with the shot up, no good. Taylor with the rebound.
Nice hard offensive rebound by Taylor Carstensen.
She had to really work to get position to even get that shot up. She was fouled in the process of shooting, so
she gets fouled by Rachel Cheadle, that's her 5th foul.
Yeah, so if that's on number 24, that is indeed her 5th. So Cheadle, big contributor tonight, number 24, Rachel Cheadle. So Taylor Carstensen at the free throw line. Good. Five points, the deficit, 43-38. Knocking on the door here, the Mustangs. Second free throw up and on the way, and that's also good. So Soraya Cheadle is going to be called for a walk.
Mia Graham, tough defense, and forced her to hit that soft spot on the floor, and the ball went up over her head and got called for
a carry. Here's a pass inside from Danielle to Jessica, tipped out of bounds by Soraya Cheadle. Danielle even to inbound it from underneath the Mustangs basket. There's Taylor Carstensen from 15 foot, hits it, and it's a 2-point ball game. We're going to have a full timeout from head coach Heather Grafing. So we'll be right back after we hear from Ben's Plumbing and Repair.
Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock is a full-service licensed plumbing contractor. Whether you're working on a brand new construction site, a remodel, or just need some repairs on existing plumbing for residential or commercial property, Ben's Plumbing and Repair is who to call at 712-348-5555. Ben even has a camera that can detect plumbing problems and diagnose issues from the inside of your pipes. See a great video of Ben Eikens, the owner of Ben's Plumbing and Repair, on our sponsor page, and give him a call at 712-348-5555. That's Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock.
Well, they're going to have to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, Mustangs just have to keep this little press they've put on as of late has resulted in a couple of quick baskets for us, and I think they just need to keep doing that. And if Fulda does break the press, we have to really play aggressive defense and try for a turnover before we are forced to foul.
So it's into Soraya Cheadle. Taya Graham, they're causing her to turn around. There
it is.
Sandbolt with a steal. She's fouled. Brittany Hermeling fouled her. So there's that tenacious backcourt defense there by the Mustangs, causing a turnover. Sandbolt is fouled as a result. Has a chance to tie things up from the free throw line. Head coach Grafing talking to the Graham sisters about their assignments. That free throw's good. It's a 1-point ball game, 43-42. And man, have the Mustangs hung around in this one.
Yeah, they just kept picking away, and that's what you need to do if you get behind like that. You just need to keep plugging away.
That second free throw is no good. Fulda breaks the press, throws it away. 46 seconds left on the clock. Mustang faithful on their feet here, applauding the defensive pressure of the Mustangs here to cause that turnover. So here's the inbounds pass to Sandbolt. Going to set the offense. Going to try to go to the right side. Now back to Sandbolt. And there's a jump ball. Possession in favor of the Mustangs. It's going to be out to the right side here. Out at the side hash mark. There's an example of a player that wasn't open for the ball. And Fulda filling that passing lane, getting their hands on it to tie things up. Sandbolt, tough pass inside, but a good catch. Danielle Everett didn't hit the cheese at the front.
And that was on number 1, Brittany Herman. That's going to be her 5th.
Brittany Herman has played an excellent game of basketball for the Fulda Raiders.
She's going to end the night with 3 3-pointers, nice, but she is a tough defender tonight.
She has been one of those that had her hand in a lot of passing lanes, a lot of tip ball. First one's up, and it's good. That ties the game at 43.
Danielle was due. She was due to once. She had a night shooting. She plays what you need to do.
Here it is with 30-0 on the clock. Danielle even with free throw, chance for the Mustangs to take a lead. And that one, that's free. The Mustang had this handle.
Yep.
Under story, Ruth Beadle.
And Fulda one timeout.
They are in, Fulda's in trouble on the side as well as the score side.
We're going to have to hit some more free throws down here, but
we're going to keep
Mustangs
it here
are looking
live.
better. Things are really confident here. They got a couple shots to fall and a couple of good defensive plays on our press, and big momentum swing here. So I hope the Mustangs can keep it going.
Just one of those unforced errors that you see once in a while. A
Yeah,
player
and
loses the handle on the ball.
Yeah, it's just one of them things that just happened at not a very good opportune time for Fulda.
Fulda has really proven themselves a very worthy opponent in the sport, and it is certain that they are very well this season in their home conference. Here come the Mustangs. With the ball under their own basket, Taya Graham will inbound.
We just need to concentrate on getting the ball inbounds and then let her worry about fouling us later.
Gets it inbounds to Taylor Carstensen. She's going to dribble it way out to the top of the key. 23 seconds left. Gets it to Taya Graham. There's a foul there by Courtney Teasler on Taya Graham. They're going to put Taya at the line with 17.9 on the clock.
That's Courtney's 4th foul.
Free throw is up, and it's no good. Rattles off the front. 17.9 on the clock.
Big free throw here.
Folks, this is anything but over. 17.9 on the clock, a 1-point lead for the Mustangs. Taya misses the second free throw. There's a three-pointer on the way, up no good. Mia Graham comes out of there with it. Fulda's got it, and she lost the handle.
Lost the handle. 2.6 seconds.
Soraya Cheadle had it and was headed to make a
both
basketball
teams
move.
had their chances to kind of salt this thing away, and neither one could just really get a handle on the ball there, and Fulda was the last one to have a touch on the ball, and it just bounced right away from her.
Mariah Terhart going to check into the roster here for the Mustangs. Maybe to get a little extra height here to get somebody to pass it to.
Yeah, because that's the most important thing right now for the Mustangs is just to get the ball inbounds to somebody's hands.
So the Raiders have really fought a tough match here.
It's everything we thought it would be, a 1-point game. It's going to come down to the wire again. Mustangs really done a fine job the last 4 minutes of making a good, strong, steady comeback. Just picked away a little at a time and turned the defense up, and hopefully they can hang on here for a win.
2.6 on the clock. Mustangs will have the basketball. They'll inbound it in their own backcourt. Mariah Terhart to throw the inbounds pass. Here we go. She is forced to call a 30-second timeout. Heads up play there by Mariah Terhart. She had not a good choice there to throw it to.
If it was up to me from the position on the floor where we're inbounding the ball, I would throw it up to the forward court, over to the far corner, and even if if Fulda Raiders would happen to intercept it, they would have less than 2 seconds to try to dribble across half court and get a long shot off.
Now Mustangs spread the floor instead of the stack right in front of Mariah, so she's got 2.6 on the clock. Gets it to Mia, and that's a terrible, hard foul there. Soraya Cheadle committing it. I believe that's going to be her 5th foul.
Yeah, and I don't think it was intentional. It looked like Mia was going to pass the ball, and so the girl jumped up, and then Mia ducked down, and the girl just landed on top of her.
Yeah, I don't think that was a malicious foul. It was a pretty hard foul. She was going after the ball.
Yeah, and once that girl was up in the air, there was nothing she could do to cushion the fall either.
Yeah, that was the hardest part. Was the
Soraya
landing.
Cheadle, and that was her 5th foul.
So here's Mia Graham with a free throw. That rims out, no good.
Now, we've definitely had our chances to salt this game away on the free throw line here. We've missed a couple here that would have really sealed it up for us. Because as of right now, if she makes this,
she does. 1.1 on the clock.
They do have an opportunity to inbounds it and the Hail Mary, and you just never know. It could go in, and it would be a 3, and they'll end up winning by 1 point. So,
yep, the heave-ho is something you don't want to foul either.
That's right. Then you get 3 free throws. So we just need to pressure the ball and on the inbounds play. And
so only a 2-point lead here for the Mustangs, but they were down by 10 or as much as 11 I believe, was the biggest deficit. And slowly worked their way back into the driver's seat here, but 1.1 seconds left on the clock. And this game has stretched on a little bit farther than what a normal game does on the clock. But it's been an exciting one here. So the Fulda Raiders set to inbounds it. Courtney Teasler will be throwing the ball in. And Fulda head coach wants to talk things over again. He looked at where everything was set up.
Yep, how the Mustangs were setting up on defense, and maybe going to try to make a little bit of an adjustment here.
He had a timeout left in the tool bag and decided to use it. So 1.1 seconds remain on the clock. I think we've had 3 players go the distance on their foul card tonight for Fulda.
Actually, 4.
4.
Brittany Harmeling. Melissa Gale. Soraya Cheadle just fouled out, and earlier Rachel Cheadle.
Rachel did. Okay. Yep. So they've had 4 players really give their all here tonight.
Looks like the Mustangs are going to allow them to get the ball inbounds here. We do have a girl.
They're going to go long. Here's a long. And the pass attempt was tipped, and the time expired, and the Mustangs can chalk that one up to staying power there and persistence.
That was close. Fulda got what they wanted. They had the ball inbound up into the front court before it was touched. That girl needed to turn around and try to put up a 3, but she actually tried to pass it to a girl that was streaking toward the basket, and with 1.1 seconds left, there just wasn't enough time to do all that.
So we've got a good game in the books here. Good grief. Fulda had a great game tonight, and good grief, so did the Mustangs. And if you've had as much fun listening as we have talking, it's been a great.
That was a fun
night.
Game to watch and broadcast.
45-43. Now we're going to look at the quarter scores. Fulda 12-10 in the first quarter. GLR won the second quarter 8-9. Fulda won the third quarter 14-7. And the Mustangs won the fourth quarter 19-9. So that fourth quarter really is the difference maker there.
Oh, without a doubt.
But talk about having to climb a hill. And they
did.
It
was an uphill battle all the way for the Mustangs, but they fought through it.
You just have to really give the Mustangs credit for staying in there and not. There were a couple times when it looked like they didn't have any hope for getting that thing done, but they had a couple of foul tips go their way, a couple of calls that went Mustangs' way.
Well, I said it earlier in the game. It just looked like the Mustangs were just a little out of sorts, and I don't know if that was because Keeley was not playing tonight, but it just seemed like they just didn't quite have the rhythm going tonight like they normally do, and they kind of found that in the fourth quarter by going to this little bit of a half-court press here on the inbounds against Fulda, and we got a couple of turnovers and putbacks, and that just kind of lit a little bit of a fire under the Mustangs, and they started playing a little better offensively too, as far as crisp passes and running a decent offense.
Oh, so I think I don't think I have to hold my breath that much when I go swimming, Kenny.
That was a good one.
That was a white knuckler all the way to the end there, and everybody in the house here had a treat tonight.
Yep, and I do have a few unofficial scoring stats here. Mustangs tonight were led by Jessica Sambolt with 13 points. Taylor Carstensen come through with 10 points. Danielle Eben had 6, Abigail Eben had 5, and Mia Graham had 4.
Now, percentage-wise, Mustangs were 12 for 44 from the 2-point range and 1 for 8 from 3-point range. That's a combined field goal percentage of 25%. But they did hit 18 of 30 from the free throw line, which, if they had literally been a couple shorter, that was 60% from the free throw line. But man, they had, like you said, a lot of chances to salt that one away and just didn't quite get that done until the last pass of the game there.
Yeah, we were actually able to outscore them 18-8 on the free throw line tonight, so that's definitely the difference in the ball game.
Definitely.
But I thought the referees did a fairly decent job of calling it. Fulda was just really, really aggressive tonight. They had their hands in everything, and the referees called a foul. So
they Fulda was aggressive, but when they were out of line, they were called for it. Same with I think it was a very consistent game. They were able to keep their head cool even when they were being kind of chided by either side.
Yep.
I don't know, is that the right word, chided?
Chided? I guess that'll work.
It's almost like those, what is that bird that sits up there whenever you come under the branch and it says staying away? It's kind of just kind of cha-cha-cha-cha, kind of chattering at you.
We'll go with that.
Kind of a squirrel when you get too close to the tree, you know?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
I think the chiding was much stronger than that. But they kept an even keel, kept it cool, and I think called a consistent game here in the first. They had a tough job just watching all those tip passes and all of the touched balls and all of the passing lane infringements. That's got to be the toughest job in Northwest Iowa right now, trying to officiate
I tell you, there's
game.
Especially in the Siouxland Conference, everybody takes their basketball really seriously up in Northwest Iowa. And Siouxland Conference is one of the toughest conferences to play in the state of Iowa, and the fans. It doesn't matter what team. I'll argue that point with anybody. It doesn't matter if you're from George Little Rock, MOC, Sioux Center, Westline, Central. I mean, it don't matter. If things aren't going your way, the fans, they can get a little hostile. I mean, they they voice their opinion and let the referees know that they're not happy with the way things are going. So, refereeing in the Siouxland Conference is a tough deal.
I think they probably have it's probably a union, and they probably get hazard pay for coming up this far northwest.
If they don't, they probably should.
So we tip our hat to the 3-ref crew here tonight. They're going to have another tough job here in about 10 minutes as we get the boys' half of the doubleheader underway.
And if you didn't know it, if I'm not helping you with the broadcast, I have a tendency to get a little vocal myself. So
I guess I didn't really know that, but
well, then you're one of the few.
I have been told that. I had some surprised people when I said, "Hey, Kenny Schilling's going to help with the broadcast." What? But it's been a great time. It's been a lot of fun, and
it really has. I've really enjoyed this.
I'm counting up. Looks like the Fulda Raiders have 15 on the roster, and I'm trying to see how many they've got in their warm-up jerseys. It looks like all of that.
And I know last year when we played at Fulda, they shot the ball phenomenally from inside and especially from outside. And I don't remember what the score ended up, but it was not a good deal for the Mustangs that night. And I see they got several seniors, so I don't know if any of those kids were some of their key players or if they had graduated some kids. It's just one of them unknown things when you only see a team once a year, and we've only started playing these guys the last few years, so I have no idea on if they don't look real tall. They did not list any of their heights on the program tonight, but they all look all about the same size, like they could be in that 6'2", 6'3" range, and I just got a feeling that we're going to have to definitely guard them on the outside because I think they're really going to try to light it up.
So in the background you can hear Mustang Style, the new song out on the iTunes library, Mustang Style. And it's great beat to it. You can probably dance to it for all I know. The Mustangs warming up on our left in white jersey with the red shoulders, and the Fulda Raiders on our right with white jerseys and red shoulders. The only difference is the color of the shorts right now, and it looks like these teams look like they could be identical twins out here. So it'll be really interesting to see what the game shakes out to be. Got about 7.5 minutes to go here before we announce the starting lineups and get this game underway. Thanks for joining us tonight on the GLR Radio Network. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
You're listening to the GLR Radio Network. Wondering where you'll find cash for holiday gifts? Bank locally and shop locally with help from Frontier Bank and Holiday Bucks. Apply today for your no-interest loan, then purchase your holiday gifts. Get a new washer and dryer, replace old tires on your vehicle, purchase gas cards, or pay off your doctor or dentist bills. Use your Holiday Bucks at any participating merchant in George, Little Rock, and Rock Rapids. See a loan officer for more details on a no-interest Holiday Bucks loan. One more way Frontier Bank and you help the community prosper. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Craig Manson, branch manager of Security Savings Bank in George. Now is a great time to stop in and discuss our 2013 crop loans. We can help you make sound decisions about your farming operation for the upcoming year. I grew up on a farm and understand the challenges and benefits that go along with farming. I will take time to understand your unique farm operation and the situations you face. Our loans are approved locally by people you know. For help with your farm loans, count on Security Savings Bank of Larchwood, Inwood, George, and Canton. Member FDIC.
Farmers, are your 2013 profits protected from bad weather? The extreme weather this past growing season is in the rearview mirror, but now you need to plan for next season. Otter Valley Insurance in George now offers total weather insurance, providing coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance in George, 475-3325. Mustang Plumbing and Heating provides service and repair on furnaces, water heaters, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps, along with all types of plumbing. Speaking of water heaters, Brandon and his crew replaced our water heater last winter for us, and the prompt and thorough service he and his team provided was very much appreciated. And now we have a water system that provides much more hot water much longer, which is a very important thing in our family. Contact Brandon Cruz for your plumbing and heating needs. That's Mustang Plumbing and Heating, 101 Main Street in George, 475-2661.
I might not be as cool as your combine. I might not be as sexy as your planter. And I probably don't command the same respect as your tractor. For that matter, I probably don't command the same respect as your manure spreader. You might not think about your ox portable auger from Sudengate very often. You might not have even bothered to learn my name just yet, even though you probably use me more than most of your other machinery, and that's just fine. You see, the ox doesn't need a lot of special attention, but when you need me, and you know you're going to need me a lot, I'll be waiting, and I'll be ready to work without a lot of hubbub. So you can save the spotlight for your skid loader and your run mower and all the other donnas on your farm. But when you're ready to move some grain, come outside and see the ox. There's work to do. The ox.
Warranty's Paint and Body in George, Iowa is your place for high-performance refinishing at its finest. Heath Warranties and his team specialize in collision repair, glass replacement, restoration, towing, and even windshield chip repair. They're located at 103 North Sydney Street in George, Iowa. Call them today, 712-475-3307. That's Warranty's Paint and Body in George. Service in Little Rock, play good for all your vehicle maintenance needs. From oil changes to overhauls, set up tires, or even wiper blades to help ability. The professional that course to keep your vehicle running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at Clifton Main Street in Little Rock, and they can be reached by phone at 712-469-2794. That's Corner Service, Main Street, Little Rock, 792-2794. When you need a case for your computer, TreeShell.com. Your iPhone, your iPad, TreeShell.com. When you need a case for your Kindle device, nobody makes them near as nice. TreeShell.com. For elegant products that are made from wood, nobody makes them near as good as TreeShell. TreeShell.com. TreeShell.com.
Who was that sponsor?
TreeShell.com. That's a catchy little tune.
Oh boy, I hope you'll visit their website, especially if you've got any kind of electronic device that they've got unique protection for. They've got a line of iPhone cases for the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 5s.
Unique and beautiful. That stuff is just, I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
It's like fine cabinetry for your iPhone.
There you go.
And Jason does a tremendous job there. He does a great odds, and you can get a Kindle case made. He just does a tremendous
if
job there.
If Bob Vila doesn't have one of those for his, he should.
I tell you, the only thing it doesn't have is a toolbox drawer for 9/16 wrench. So thanks to TreeShell.com. They're our sponsor tonight. Just briefing has to say at the halftime of this boys matchup tonight. Mustang girls pull out a 2-point victory after being down by 11 points there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, a hard fought 2-point win, that's for sure.
So talking about playing through adversity there, they did a good job. So,
and playing, all night without one of their senior leaders, Keeley Cruz.
Yep. So, well, here's our PA announcer, and she's going to be announcing the starting lineups. Trevor Roosh, wearing number 4. Zach Holt, number 20. Nathan Getting, 3 seniors. Todd Peterson, also a senior. And Andy Oakland. All seniors starting tonight for the Fulda Raiders.
And now the starting lineup for the Mustangs. A junior, number 1, Reed Guzzi.
Reed Guzzi getting the nod tonight to start for the Mustangs. We're number 1. Alex Wurtzma, senior. Jake Hilbrand's getting the nod tonight, wearing number 5. Sophomore. Tanner Versteeg, number 20, a junior. And Austin Hayengay, wearing number 23.
Yep, another new look for starting lineup for the Mustangs tonight.
So we're about set to get underway here. We'll be tipping it off at center court. And the Dibras ready to go, yes?
Looks like Jailbreak's jumping center for us.
For Fulda. Fulda wearing black uniforms with white numbers with red lining.
Jake easily controls the tip.
Taking that by storm, you might say. So here come the Mustangs. Guzzi to Versteeg down the left side. He's going to dribble it to the top of the key. Brings it inside. He's going to control the basket. Wiertzma with the rebound, but no go on the putback. And here's Holt for Fulda setting the offense. Andy Oakland trying a long shot, no good. And here's Hayengay with the rebound quickly to Tanner Versteeg. Hayengay back with it. Now Reed Guzzi, top of the key. Left side to Tanner Versteeg. Driving it inside again. Nice 8-footer up and in. Tanner breaking the ice for all scorers tonight. 2-0 Mustangs. Fulda working a quick pass. Good,
nice
shot.
Looking little play there.
Andy Oakland got the top piece in. That's a next back door. Here's a pass. Alex Wurtzma. Turnaround jumper up and off the glass. No good. And here come the Raiders. Zach Holt. Number 4, Trevor Rausch with it. Now number 32, right side, trying the three-pointer. Good rebound by Hayengay to clear that. You can see he was working the rebound position in earnest there.
Whoa.
A high pass caught in the corner. Jake Hilbrand's with it now. There's a kickball. Almost a delay on the whistle there.
Yeah.
They've got to call that quicker because there's going to be a pileup of guys. A scrum will ensue if you don't. So Reed Guzzi to inbound. Versteeg's got it. 6:19 on the clock. Scorers set up. Here's Versteeg. The 16 are no good. It's Fulda with it. Oakland driving it down to Trevor Rausch. Nice finish there on a reverse layup all the way to the house. So 4-2 Fulda early on. 5:55 left in the first period. Versteeg again. There's a pass to Reed Guzzi. He's going to be called for a travel.
Mustangs looking just a little shaky right here, right at the moment.
Mustangs, when they run an aggressive offense where there's a lot of cutting back and forth, they're hard to contain. But when there's not a lot of movement on offense, not a lot of good things happen for them.
Yep.
Jake Hilbrand's with a rebound off the missed shot by the Raiders. Here's Reed Guzzi in the left corner. Skip past Hayengay down to the right side. Wiertzma has it stolen away. Number 20, Zach. He creates space just by a collect dribbles there. That's no good. He's going to be at the line.
On Austin Hayengay is first.
So Zach Holt Shooting the first free throw, rattles out, no
Rolls
good.
around.
Second one on the way. That
Rolls
also
around
rattles
also.
out. So that's on the other side of the court. I know that's where that's how a lot of the shots look for the girls' game
Yeah,
on
sure
the
did.
left court tonight, so it must not be the rim.
Zach Holt gets called for the foul.
Oh, here he crackle at the radio land. The whole radio unit just went over the edge.
Austin Hangay with a little.
So, really glad we weren't at the Rock Rapids gym. That would have fallen 20 feet where we were last Tuesday night there. I think everything's still rolling. Let me just see here. Looks like everything is. So
32, Todd Peterson with a three-pointer.
So 7-4 in favor of Fulda Raiders. Reed Guzzi with it on the left side. Hayengay top of the Versteeg. Driving it right, creating some space. Shot's no good. And Fulda player had position. It seems to me that over the back used to be when you'd really got up over somebody's back, not just straight up beside some guy. But I think some of the speed is so much faster in this day and age.
That's for sure. Jesse Korsman checks in for Alex Wertzma.
Reed Guzzi is going to be called for a reach foul there on a very quick move from Todd Peterson.
That's Reed's first, team's third.
Inbounds to Holt over to 32-34. Peterson to Oakland. Back to Roush, top of the key. Gets it to the corner to set to the left side. And Holt's going to be called for a travel. It's one of those that's really hard to call. As quick as these players are, you can't tell if they actually travel or not. Here's Tanner getting himself caught on the half-court line. Can't move, throws a pass across the court. Stolen away by Holt. Holt sort of redeeming himself there. Hayengay does a good job to get the ball to Versteeg to break the press. Jake Hilbrand's spin move, left side, does a little up and under. And that's kicked out of bounds on the rebound by Reed Guzzi. He was up in the air about 3 feet when he kicked it.
It seemed like it.
So, here come the Raiders. Handoff from Roush. It's at the top of the key now. Right side, number 1, Cole Dierks in it for the Raiders. And Josh Ramerth is in as well. They're working the offense here. Good defense by Korseman, hand in the face of Trevor Roush, but Roush converts. So a 7-point lead here by the Raiders. Tanner Versteeg gets it down to the right side. Inside to Korseman.
Oh!
He was quite a ways under the hoop. Just couldn't get that normal layup.
But he got fouled.
Did get the shot off. That foul is going to be on number 3, Josh Ramerth. I believe that's his first.
That's his first.
Free throw no good. Korseman at the line. Just like that, 2:43 left in the period. Second free throw is up and good. 11-5, 6-point lead. 2:35 left in the period. Raiders working the offense around the top of the key. Down to left side, back to the top of the key. It's left for Roush, drives it down. Back out to the 3-point line. And here's number 3 shooting a long, just about a 3-pointer. That was Ramerth, I believe, and no good. Mustangs with the rebound. Hayengay down to the corner quickly to Reed Guzzi. Top of the key to Versteeg down to the right side. Hayengay with it. Reed Guzzi, top of the key, left open for three, and he can be dangerous from there.
Yeah, he can. That was a good shot.
That one rattled out, no good. We're going to have a travel called on number 4, Trevor Roush, as he tried to create some offense. Head coach Colby Pack questioning that call. Getting an explanation, and he's nodding in the affirmative, so he appears to be all right. 11-5, Fulda with a 6-point lead here. Gonna have a foul on number 32. Todd Peterson says he's hooking me. Trying to explain himself there to the referee,
but to no avail. That's his first, team third.
Hayengay with a bounce pass to Versteeg, setting it left side. Guzzi now to Hayengay, working to create. Guzzi has to come over to get it. Good defense here by the Raiders. Good move by Guzzi. Get himself free. Missed the layup. Jake Hilbrand's on the rebound is going to be called.
Boy, we got to have those.
Reach.
Got to have those. Fouls on Jake Hilbrand's. That's his first. Team fourth.
Alex Wiertzma going to check back in now. Jake Hilbrand's going to have a seat. 11-5. Score hasn't moved much lately. 6-point lead for Fulda. Dirks working it left, back around right. Now setting it to Peterson. Peterson guarded by Guzzi. Dirks inside to Holt. Holt is going to create some offense, give himself a chance at the line.
That foul's on Tanner Versteeg, his first. Zach Holt to the line to shoot 2.
Hits
first
that
one, up and in.
That's no good. Hayengay with the rebound. Versteeg working to break the pressure, gets it to Hayengay, top of the key. Right side to Hayengay to Versteeg, tries a three-pointer.
Jesse Korsman tracks down the offensive rebound.
And Zach Holtz is going to be called for a blocking foul as Hayengay worked to create some offense.
That's Holt's second foul.
So Trevor Roush in for Holt. It's 12-5. There's Reed Guzzi on the inbounds pass. Hits the three. He was left wide open, and I tell you, he's a dangerous player from out there.
Especially from the baseline. He really likes that baseline three.
And Cole Dierks tries to create all the way down and is stopped in his tracks. Mustangs with the ball. Versteeg across the timeline. It's to Wiertzma. He's at the free throw line, gets it to Versteeg, down to Hayengay, now to Versteeg again. Back to Hayengay, he's trying the three, rattles in and out.
Alex Wiertzma with an offensive rebound.
Mustangs.
Oh, they keep after it. Nice offensive rebound by Jesse Korsman. Makes a
so we had 3
basket
offensive
and gets
rebounds
fouled.
there. I think Reed Guzzi had one, Alex Wiertzma had one, and then Korsman took the third try, put it up and in, and is fouled in the process, so he can cut
Trevor
the lead
Roush,
to 1.
That's his first.
So we've got 12-10, and the free throw's no good, but Korsman got his own rebound, but he's going to be called for a foul. He just reached over and grabbed that out of the air, but he must have hit somebody with his body. Getting there.
That's Jesse's first foul. Team sixth.
5.5 on the clock. And just dribbles it until it goes out of bounds. Trevor Roush with no joy for the Fulda Raiders. Just a half a second left. Not even time to turn and shoot it.
Nope.
So good quarter in the books for the Mustangs. It's 10-12 after 1.
Each team has a three-pointer, and each team has a free throw. Fulda has one more made two-point basket than the Mustangs, is the difference in the score.
So we'll be right back after this message from Country Boutique.
Sounds mighty loony to me. But I got a great $5 coupon just by texting CB Flowers to 72727. That's right. $5 off my next qualifying purchase at the Country Boutique. Just for texting CB Flowers to 72727. It's as simple as that. What a great deal. Get yours today.
Well, we're back here ready to start the second period. Craig
I don't
Johnson
believe there
alongside
was...
Kenny Schilling. Say that again, Kenny. I cut you off.
That's
Sorry,
fine. I was just going to say, I don't believe there was any jump balls in that first quarter, so we controlled the tip at the beginning of the game, so the Fulda Raiders will throw it in to start the second quarter.
So Cole Dierks in the mix for the Raiders. Trevor Rausch, Andy Oakland, Todd Peterson, and number 30, Nathan Getting, start the second period for the Raiders. One whole sequence of passing around the horn. No joy for the Raiders. Here they go with Rausch on the right wing, guarded by Wiertzma. Reed Guzzi guarding on Todd Peterson. It's a tough pass inside to Holt. No good. And what a hustle play.
Hustle
there.
play by Austin Hayengay.
He got that on a dive, got it to his teammate. Ahead to
Tanner Versteeg, who drops in a nice little 6-footer.
That's a traveling call. It should be, but it's going to be viewed in the eyes of the Raiders as a great move. Trevor Rausch got the shot to fall and is fouled.
That's Alex's second foul.
I think technically it was a 2-foot jump stop, and he just jumped off.
And then he took another step to lay it in.
He got free. That free throw is up and rattles home for him. So Rausch with a 3-point play there, 15-12 Raiders. Credit Rausch for creating on that offensive move there for the Raiders. Here's Hayengay with a 3-pointer, no good. And here comes Rausch trying to pass. Good save in from Todd Peterson to Schumacher. Wearing number 2, Ryan Schumacher in the game for the Raiders. Save inbounds results in a reset of the offense. Here's Rausch on the right side now. Number 32, Todd Peterson.
Good defense by Reed Guzzi. That he was right in his face, and he was just going to catch the pass and shoot it, and Reed was there, so he had to come right back down and got called for the travel.
It was either that or the transverse block from Guzzi. So Guzzi with it now on the Mustang side of the ball. Tanner Versteeg. Hayengay, and here's Guzzi. The shot is blocked. We've got a foul called. It's going to be on Ryan Schumacher.
That will be his first, team 6th.
So Mustangs with the ball. Swing it around to the left side. Hayengay, top of the key to Guzzi. Here's Versteeg from the right wing. Hits a 3 and ties it at 15. 5:55 on the clock. Pass inside, number 30 has it blocked. It's going to be a jump ball called on a blocked shot.
That'll be Mustangs basketball.
Nathan Getting ran into a very tall long arm of the law between Jesse Korselman and Jake Hilbrands. There's nowhere to go with that ball unless you've got some space. So credit the Mustangs with a defensive stand there. Here's a skip pass to Tanner Versteeg. Shoots it to his left to Hayengay, gets it back, puts up a three, and that's in and out. But Jake Hilbrands.
Jake fighting hard for offensive rebound.
And that's knocked out of bounds by Trevor Roush. So Mustangs with the ball under their own basket. 5:31 on the clock. Score is tied at 15. Mustangs work it around the horn. They're swinging it around. Here's an inside pass to Korselman. No good. Raiders control the rebound. Get it ahead to Roush. He's creating with speed. There's a lot of contact. He's going to be called for a charge on Hayengay, who had set his feet. That takes the bravery of a Scotsman there.
That sure does. That kid had a full head of steam. That's Trevor's second foul. Both teams will be in the 1-on-1 from now on.
Reed Guzzi, top of the key to Hayengay. Drives in, it's lost on the floor.
And another one of your scrums.
It's a shared possession. If the ball touches the floor,
Raider basketball,
stays there for more than 0.8 seconds, I predict a jump ball will be called.
Yeah. Not very often does that ball come spitting out of that pile.
So Roush with it now. Gets it to number 30. Got himself free all the way under. That's Nathan Getting, but the shot's no good. Mustangs coming out of there with it. Here's Versteeg.
With his patented little in the lane floater.
So it's a pretty nice looking shot. 17-15, and the Mustangs with a 2-point lead here. 4:42 on the clock. It's a 30-second timeout. Now, this transition basketball, the Mustangs have been able to convert a couple of fast breaks. They've also been able to convert on a couple of turnovers here to keep things interesting. And I think head coach Colby Pack wants to talk that over as well in the huddle. How they're going to get past that defense. So the Mustangs looking energetic here, looking like they've
right now. Yeah, they really are. They're really looking sharp and playing excellent defense. And just an observation at that timeout, I noticed that Evan Voss didn't start tonight. I don't even see him on the bench tonight, so I don't know if he is sick or I know his family goes out to Colorado usually this time of the year for the holidays, so he might be gone.
We are really rapidly approaching Christmas here. Jake Hilbrands guarding on Roush, and I think there's going to be a... Yeah, Jake Hilbrands is going to be called for a foul in the process of shooting, and Roush hit the shot, so it's a tie game, and Roush has a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Drains that bucket from the free throw line.
And right now, this Trevor Roush is by far Fulda's leading scorer, so that's somebody we really need to keep an eye on, is number 4.
Hayengay with it right side. Gets it down on the baseline to Korselman. Lost the handle out of bounds. 4:15 left in the first half. Mustangs trailing by 1. 18-17 on the scoreboard. A nice pass inside. Shot is blocked by Korselman, but I think he's going to be called for a foul. Called for a slap on the wrist, kind of a foul.
Yeah, that was Jesse's second foul.
4:04 on the clock. This is Andy Oakland at the line. Hits the first of 2. Josh Rammerth coming in for Ryan Schumacher. Jordan Cruz coming in for Jesse Korselman. So this is Andy Oakland at the line for a second free throw. That rattles out no good. Jordan Cruz, ominous presence there, getting that rebound.
When you get boxed out by Jordan Cruz, you know it. Solid kid.
think they can actually sell souvenirs of that. There's a t-shirt line, and I was boxed out by Jordan, all those things.
Yeah. If Jordan Cruz was about 3 inches taller, he would be a force to be reckoned with.
Mustangs working it around the perimeter. Haingay sets it out to Versteeg, gets it back. Going to be called for a charge driving baseline, and Josh Rammerth had set his feet, took the charge. So offensive foul on Haingay. Tom Schilling going to come in for Haingay. Give him a breather. 3:35 left in the half. Tom's got a lot of speed. There's a short shot from number 32. There's 34 with the shot. Jordan Cruz with the rebound. Andy Oakland missed the shot. Versteeg now across the timeline. Reed Guzzi left side, back to Versteeg. Gonna get it to the right side to Schilling. Between the leg dribble, gets it over to Guzzi, back to Versteeg. He's gonna try that 13-footer in and out. And the rebound by Oakland gets it back into Fulda's hands. Todd Peterson with it. Inside to number 3, Josh Rammerth. He drives it right into the pile there. Creates a blocking foul.
Fouls on Jordan Cruz, his first.
It's like those running backs in football. They run right into the pile. Sometimes they get through there. And I guess that's what he was thinking here tonight. Definitely created a foul. And missed the free throw. Was shooting at the time he was fouled, so going to have a couple of substitutions here. Number 30, Nathan Getting, is out.
Missed a second.
So number 1, Cole Dierks, is in.
Jake Hilbrand's going to take a breather. Colby Clausen into the game.
Colby guarding Cole Kramer, wearing number 14. Jordan Cruz again picking up a foul, I believe.
That sends number 3, Josh Rammerth, back to the line.
It's 10 team fouls, so it's a double bonus here. Rammerth not happy with his free throw. It rims out. Rammerth looks to be 6'4" or taller. Jordan Cruz, his hand on the rebound.
Tanner Versteeg runs it down.
Tanner tries that 14-footer. The shot's no good. And that Cole Kramer came out of there with the rebound for Fulda. Cole Dierks with it now. Out at the block. Reed Guzzi getting a hand on that pass. Going to have a foul on Fulda. Cole Dierks away from the ball. It's number 1 foul on Cole Dierks. Nathan Getting checking in. Josh Rammerth checking out for Fulda. Here come the Mustangs. Tanner Versteeg with 2:08 in the half. Schilling tries a pass inside to Jordan Cruz. Good catch, good pass. The turn and shot's no good, but the resulting foul will put Jordan Cruz at the line, shooting 2.
Fouls on number 30, Nathan Getting, his first.
Jordan Cruz, nice soft touch on the shot, puts it in. 19-18, 2:02 on the clock. And here's Trevor Roush back in for Cole Dierks, who takes a breather. Jordan Cruz at the line for his second free throw. And that's also good. Tying it up at 19. Good shooting by Jordan Cruz at the free throw line. So the Raiders setting on the offense. The skip pass. Good move there to get Schilling into the air. Rebound by Roush, and
there
he is a
again.
force. He is absolutely a force if he gets his hand on the ball. Got a hold of that rebound and followed it back to the basket. Colby Clausen with it now. There's Versteeg jumping up into a pile. Shot's no good. Rebound controlled by the Raiders. Roush with it at the top of the key, guarded by Versteeg. Versteeg's going to be called for a reach foul.
It's going to be Tanner's second. That's, we're over the double bonus limit, so
David
Trevor
Eikens
will
set
be
to check
shooting
in.
2.
And Rammer set to check back in for the Fulda Raiders. It looks to me like
This is
Andy
the first
Oakland
one
to sit down. Check that. That's Cole Kramer to sit down.
David Eikens checking in for Tanner Versteeg.
Second free throw rattles home for Trevor Roush. Cole Dierks back into the mix. Roush going to sit down. Minute 21 left in the half.
Looks like Fulda's going to apply a little pressure here.
So Eikens ahead to Schilling. It's knocked out of bounds by Cole Dierks. Tom Schilling to inbound it at the hash mark to Guzzi. Skip pass to Schilling. He's going to get it to Eikens in the corner. Reed Guzzi now at the block. A minute left in the period. Schilling with a nice backdoor play. Tries to get a pass to Cruz. Stolen away. Here come the Fulda Raiders. Todd Peterson with a nice layup to finish transition bucket. And it's a 5-point lead. 24-19. Rammerth shoots into a passing lane. Knocks it out of bounds. Good pass in from Guzzi to Schilling. Colby Clausen with it on the left wing. Pass into Reed Guzzi. Back to Clausen. Eikens. Here's Schilling with a 3. No good. Resulting rebound is out of bounds on the Mustangs before Eikens can save it in. 26.3. 5-point lead for the Raiders. 20 seconds left. They're taking their time bringing it across the timeline. Just now do. Guzzi defending on Todd Peterson. Peterson with it again. Missed the pass. 4 seconds. Rammerth with it, driving on Cruz. Gets it up at the buzzer and hits. So 26-19 will be the halftime score here. So that's a 14-9 period.
Yep.
So we're at halftime here. 26-19. And we'll be back after this message from treeshell.com.
Unique protection for electronic devices. Treeshell.com. iPhone 4 and iPhone 5. Treeshell.com. Get a case or skin for your iPod, for your iPad 2 or new or 3 or mini. If you want a case and a cover that's super nice, For your iOS or Kindle device, visit the e-store where Tree Shell is sold. See lots of pictures, they're a sight to behold at treeshell.com. Treeshell.com. See lots of pictures, they're a sight to behold at treeshell.com. Treeshell.com.
Well, Coach Corner, it's Craig Jensen, head coach Heather Grafe, and here in our house tonight, Taylor Carson, and Mustangs with a win tonight, 45-43, a male if you're white knuckler, if with your hand tight on the wheel, and Mustangs be commended for perseverance in that fourth quarter. Coach, first thoughts on the W column slash tonight?
Very proud of them. We overcame some hurdles tonight. You know, first of all, as many people know, we weren't planning on playing Fulda until January. This isn't the type of team you just step out and play them 2 days later. This is a very, very good team. This was only the second loss this season. They are just an outstanding ball club from Minnesota. So we had a couple hurdles tonight. First of all, having played two tough games with Adrian and Central Lyon, the girls' legs were a little gone, and they had to get over that. Tonight was more mental than it was physical. We had to get over that. And second of all, playing without Keely Cruz for the first time in 2 years. Keely is one of our leading scorers. She's our main outset for three-point shots, and she wasn't able to play tonight. As a morning, the girls got the out of their parent. That was a great win against a very quality team.
I want to. We do an association in just corners. Perseverance. What's your topic there, or your thought on perseverance?
I have to see the word there because honestly, they have everybody watch game tonight. Number one, her last name is Hermeling. Very, very, very good shooter. She's done a lot of good things for them. She got a couple threes off on us. We could have backed down, but we came right back at them. In the fourth quarter, 18-9. That's pretty good. Not to mention, there was no fear. We went right at their main players of foul trouble. I believe they fouled 4 people out. And out of those 4, 3 of them were their 3 main players, and we were able to go at them, be aggressive, and for a big part of why we did what we was the fact that we were aggressive, and their good girls weren't in there at the end. Their go-to girls weren't. So very proud of the girls.
Very proud. I want to welcome Taylor Carsonson, the senior, into the huddle here with us. Taylor, you've got to feel good about that end result of the game and coming back from that deficit in the fourth quarter.
As younger kids, we could definitely see a little bit of panic in their eyes, but I think they did a great job of stepping up.
I think so too. I think the Mustang team as a collective ought to be commended for that staying power, and we just kind of said it just was a slow, deliberate, just chipping away, 2 here, 2 there, and some really key steals, a lot of made free throws. Just speaking a lot to that discipline of don't quit, don't give up. You've got to feel good about that.
That's definitely absolutely right. I know Coach always nails in our head free throws win ball games, and that definitely rang true tonight. And I don't know, it feels pretty good.
It feels good to get a win. It could have gone either way. Fulda, as you said, Coach, very, very solid basketball team here tonight. And I think that, as you said, this game wasn't scheduled till January 7th, and popped in on just a really convenient week for basketball for everybody, right?
Yeah, 4 games in 1 week. It brought me back to anybody that's listening that in 2009, we had our 9 games in a row. In 2009, there was some snowstorms and such, and we got games piled up. And we had to play on the road 7 of those 9 games, and we ended up winning all 9 of them. And I was getting memories from that. But the girls did a great job. One thing that I think, at fourth quarter when we're down by 11 points with 3 minutes left, the girls could have started to make excuses. Oh, we don't have Keely out here with us tonight. Oh, we didn't know about this game. Oh, this is going to be our 3rd game this week. There was no excuses. About the time when Taya Graham got that steal at half court, I thought we got this. These kids are in it. They're in it to win it. They want this. I think we just got them back on their heels, and I'm extremely proud of them and how well they persevered.
It's one of the finer victories you're ever going to see if you're following Mustang girls basketball this year. Just that don't quit attitude, and that defense is what wins ball games, coaches. You said it before here at Coach's Corner. I'm sure we'll be saying that again throughout the season. And we sure want to tip our hat to the Fulda Raiders for having a great showing here tonight, and really inspiring a lot of nail biting here on the Mustang faithful. But again, just a tremendous victory for the GLR girls coming up with that at the last minute there.
These girls do just a fantastic job. If somebody looks at our record, it's a little bit misleading. Basically there's four out of our 4 losses, 2 of those games were by 6 points. Very easily we could be going into Christmas with 2 losses instead of 4, but right now our biggest focus is we don't go into Christmas with 5. We got Boynton Hall tomorrow night. We're not ready to take a break yet. We're going to go at them with everything we have. Hope we get a W tomorrow night. We can go into Christmas, relax, make some adjustments, and have a really strong second half.
Very good. Well, Taylor, any last thoughts that you'd like to share about your team and your stick-to-it team's attitude?
I'm in awe of our younger players, I guess. We got Mariah and Mia that really stepped it up this game, and with Keeley being out, we really needed that guard court to be strong. And I think they did that. They really stepped up, and they played a great game.
Attitude, we've talked about that before, too. The senior leadership, and then supplementing that with a lot of great younger players coming up the ranks. Sandbolt had a good hustle game. I can't say enough about the Graham sisters again. When they get out on that doubling up defense, I know that gray hair grows by the foot when they're doing that. And
they were a big part of the reason we made that comeback. Mia basically in those last couple minutes, I put her out there and said, wherever the ball's at, you need to be at. Get your hands up. And Mia, even though she's not going to get credit for steals on those, she forced about 3 of those turnovers in the last couple minutes and gave us possessions and gave us buckets. Taya, tonight I think she was a little frustrated with her shooting, but she's getting there. And like you said, Jess Samble had an outstanding game for us again. Jess puts it on the floor and she drives for us. She came out the beginning of the game and hit that 3 for us. People are starting to see her versatility. And these kids are just going to keep getting better and better and better. So I can't be more excited about the second half of the season.
And definitely a balanced scoring attack from all of the Mustang girls. Good showing by Abigail. Even a lot of quickness shown there tonight. Maddie DeBeer made an appearance, had her hands in a lot of passing lanes there. Everybody is to be commended for a well-fought game. Congrats to the GLR Lady Mustangs for a victory here tonight. Thanks to Coach Heather Grafing, head coach of the GLR girls, and thanks, Taylor, for the appearance here in the Coach's Corner. We'll be back after this message from Tree Shell, and thank you, Tree Shell, for sponsoring the Coach's Corner tonight.
When you need a case for your computer, treeshell.com. Or your iPhone, iPad, and iPod, treeshell.com. When you need a case for your Kindle device, nobody makes one near as nice as treeshell, treeshell.com. For elegant products made from wood, nobody makes them near as good as treeshell, treeshell.com.
Treeshell.com.
TreeShell.com sponsoring Coach's Corner here tonight. We're underway with 8 minutes to go in the third period. Mustangs inbounding the ball. Reed Guzzi, Tanner Versteeg, Jake Hilbrands, Austin Hangay, Alex Wiertzma in for the Mustangs. Wiertzma with it, gets it to Guzzi, tries a 3, no good, but Hangay collects that rebound. Mustangs reset on offense. I don't know how he got that one, Kenny, but he got that.
Just kind of.
You almost say he took that on the short hop there. He's going to try a three-pointer from the right side. That's no good. Here comes Fulda with the rebound. Trevor Roush back into the mix. He double dribbled it.
He dribbled, hesitated, and then he dribbled again.
So it's kind of a 1.5
right?
Dribble, right? Nonetheless, he's whistled for a turnover. 7 points, 26-19, Fulda with the lead. 1 minute gone here in the third period. Pass inside to Wiertz. Tries to drive it up against Nathan Getting, who's got a tip ball there, and the Raiders come out of there with it. Trevor Roush.
Number 4.
Roush gets it all the way to the house, but no no basket that's whistled off foul before the shot.
I believe they called that on Jake Hilbrands, and that'll be his third.
So Jake with the long arm of the law in on a lot of plays there. Trevor Roush resetting the offense for Fulda. Left side, right side. Holt with it. Peterson to Getting left open just long enough to hit the three, so it's a 10-point ball game, 29-19. Quick spin move from Versteeg. He's fouled in the process of shooting. On 34, that's Andy Oakland.
That's his first foul.
First foul of the night.
And team first of the second half.
Tanner Versteeg at the free throw line. First one's no good. Tanner setting for free throw number 2, and that one's up and good. So 9-point lead, 29-20. 6:15 left. Wiertzma got in on that. Stole the ball, but it was actually out of bounds on the Mustangs. It was an incomplete steal, but a good job by Wiertzma to break up that pass.
Yeah, I actually thought he got fouled.
There's an inbounds play that thrown up into the lane for Holt. He went up and got it, missed the shot. Mustangs hustle it down, and Jake Hilbrands with the pass, driving to his left. Todd Peterson committing the foul.
That'll be Peterson's second, team second.
That's 2 times where he's tried to explain himself as he's going along. Good pass to Haingay. Gets it back around to Guzzi, back to Versteeg. There's Guzzi now at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Haingay, wide open from 3. Rattles out, no good. Jake Hilbrands with the putback, no good. And Alex Wiertzma trying to come through the mix with the rebound. He's going to commit a foul.
That's going to be Alex's third.
And Jesse Korselman coming in for him. Trevor Roush now across the timeline for Fulda. Got Andy Oakland driving down the right side of the lane. Shot is... Actually, they're not going to call it a shot. He is fouled.
Fouls on Reed Guzzi. His second.
Roush to inbound the ball. Kicked by Jake Hilbrands. Stays in possession of Fulda. Holt with it down to number 30 from the right side. No good. Nathan Getting airballed that shot. Versteeg. Shot no good. Knocked out of bounds by Jake Hilbrands. Tanner was open for that shot, just didn't get it to fall.
No, another one of them rattlers. There have been a lot of them tonight.
We're going to have a foul called on Andy Oakland. He knocked one of the Mustangs down in the lane. I think Haingay took the brunt.
That's his second, team's third.
29-20, 5 minutes left in the third period.
Mustangs doing a good job on defense. We just need to start converting some of these offensive possessions into points. There, Reed Guzzi with a nice little jump shot in the lane.
And just like that, Roush down at the other end. Mustangs control the rebound on the missed shot by Roush. Down to the right side, and that'll be a turnover if the Mustangs can get it. It's over and back, thrown into the back court. Versteeg doing a good job just to get that turnover because that would have been taken by Roush. And one more bounce of the ball.
Yep.
So the Raiders with the ball in their front court. Hand off to Zach Holt. Down to Peterson. Guzzi guarding him. Nathan Getting. Here's Roush again, taking it to the top of the key. Zach Holt, right wing. Andy Oakland. Roush in the paint. Out to Holt. Long three. Up no good.
Nice
Guzzi
box out by Reed Guzzi.
taking possession of that. Tries a bounce pass, and Holt knocks it off his knee out of bounds. 4:04 left in the period. No change in the score in about the last 2 minutes. 29-22. Maybe more accurate, Kenny. Not a lot of change in the score.
No, that's for sure.
Here comes Tanner Versteeg with a high jump
Nice little dish off to Jesse Korsman down low for 2 points.
He was up high enough to shoot that and just kind of.
Well, and that's what penetration, will do. You can either shoot like Tanner has done in the past, or you can dish off like that.
Now,
little jump step there by
Forced
Fulda.
error there.
Yep.
Roush had an open shot, almost too open. I know that
Yeah,
psychologically
he just shuffled his feet, just like, oh boy, here I go.
That gives you a lot of unfounded confidence. Well, there's a pass from Guzzi to Hilbrands. It's off Hilbrands' knee. So here's Josh Rammerth. And came out of the baseline. The ball went off of the Mustangs. Roush to inbounds in the far left corner of their court. Rammerth has that at the top of the key. Runs into Korseman. Karams off him, still tries the shot. No joy. Well, there's a rebound.
Nice job by Jesse Korsman getting position for an offensive rebound.
Offensive rebound off of Tanner Versteeg's patented high jump stop there.
That foul was on Andy Oakland. That will be his third.
So head coach Colby Pack wants to talk things over. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be right back after this word from Corner Service in Little Rock.
Corner Service in Little Rock is the place to go for all your vehicle maintenance needs. From oil changes to overhauls, get a set of new tires or even wiper blades to help with visibility. Let the professionals at Corner Service keep your vehicles running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at 415 Main Street in Little Rock, and they can be reached by phone at 712-479-2794. That's Corner Service, Main Street in Little Rock, 479-2794.
Well, we're back to live action here in a moment. We're at 3:02 on the clock, third period. Fulda with a 3-point lead. Mustangs have been chipping away at that. They had 9 points in their favor just a little bit ago. Mustangs have made 3 baskets on 3 or 4 possessions, I would say.
Yep. And Jesse Korsman at the line to try to get one more here.
So this could cut the lead to 2. We want to thank our extra statisticians tonight. Down to our right on the bench, Angie and Isabel, helping us keep track of all the statistics here.
Jesse Korsman makes the free throw.
Nice three-pointer by Korseman there. The old-fashioned way. Rammerth's going to be called for a...
Yeah, that's kind of a little habit. He likes to take that extra little step before he puts the ball down, and he's been called for it several times tonight.
You can tell he is not happy with himself on that, because I think he's been working on that before. It looks to me like he has intended to do different, but it's, like you say, it's a little habit. There's a pass inside and out. Korseman to Hayengay. Hayengay's clobbered.
Nice job by Austin driving the baseline and trying to lay it up in there.
So Hayengay earns a spot at the free throw line for 2. First one's up, and that's good. cuts the lead to 1, has a chance to tie things up at 29 here with 2:32 left. So Oakland's going to check in for Holt. And now Hayengay will set for the second free throw. That's up and good. Ties it at 29. So just like that, we're back to a draw here. GLR Gymnasium. Fulda Raiders, GLR Mustangs. Oakland tries a three. That's his answer for it. Mustangs left Tanner Versteeg all alone on the baseline. Reed Guzzi went to hustle out and help him. And Mustangs set the offense. Jake Hilbrands drives it inside. No good. Corselman with a putback, no good. Just half of the time those should be going, and they're just not falling. Here's Fulda. Rammerth with it on the left wing. Roush with it at the top of the key. Minute 34 in the third period. Rammerth long pass to Roush. Right wing. Double dribble's going to be called. He's right in front of the ref that couldn't see it, but the other side of the court, the ref saw it and called it. So an unforced error, but it's caused by a diligent defensive effort there by the Mustangs. So Versteeg working over to Guzzi, back to Versteeg. Hayengay with it on the right side.
Fulda playing a tough zone defense here right now. A couple of them kids got long arms and are really interrupting the passing lanes around the front here.
Oakland nearly stole it away. Went out of bounds ultimately off of his tip. Tanner Versteeg going to be called for a carry. Put the ball way out to his right.
Yeah, and had to bring it back in. And
so Dierks in the lineup for the Raiders. Cole Kramer in. Driving to his left. Shots up, no good. Defended by the Mustangs. Jesse Corselman stopped that shot from reaching Pater.
That was good defense by Jesse Corselman, and then he ended up getting the rebound too yet.
There's Guzzi with a three-point attempt, no good. Hayengay, good hustle, but he's going to be called for calling that a holding foul.
That's going to be Austin's third.
Here comes Tom Schilling to check in for Austin. Give him a chance to rest here with 27 left in the third period. 27 seconds, that is. 3-point lead for Fulda, 32-29. Reed Guzzi with good defense there at the top of the key. Here's Holt with a three-pointer, no good. And
that's the way the quarter will end.
Dove to get that ball, but had nowhere to go with it, and the time expired. So we end with 32-29. And that's a 6-10.
Yep.
So that's a gain for the Mustangs.
Yep, got 4 of the points back. Now we just have to get 4 more.
And they've got 8 minutes to do it. Well, the Red Hot Mustang cheerleaders right in front of us here.
Keeping the crowd pumped up.
R-E-D-H-O-T Red Hot, R-E-D-H-O-T Red Hot. Say that 27 times like they just did, and you'd have a job on the squad.
That's for sure. I don't look good in a skirt, so I don't think I qualify.
Well, and if you put a shirt that tight on me, that's not any good either. Although we'd be looking svelte in a Mustang shirt that tight.
Yeah, that's right. Fulda Raiders will get the ball to start the fourth and final quarter.
I think svelte doesn't even cut it. So Holt's going to inbounds the ball to Trevor Roush. And we'll get things underway here. We're going to have a consult here. And here we go. The official is very deliberate about that, making sure everything was ready to go. Holt tries a long pass across to Oakland. Gets it to
nice box
Gedde,
out by Jesse Korseman.
No joy on that 18-footer. And Hayengate driving baseline is going to be blocked by Oakland. Blocking foul.
That's going to be Oakland's fourth foul.
So Ramirth coming in right away for Oakland.
Scoreboard has it as fouls on number 4, but it was clearly the referee signaled 34.
Mustang's inbounds pass was tipped toward the line and out of bounds off the Mustang. So Raiders bringing it across the timeline, setting the offense. Roush has it on the left wing. Tries a shot, no good, but it's going to be a foul on Jesse Korseman, I believe. Over the back, kind of on that rebound.
That's going to be Jesse's third.
7:26 on the scoreboard. Pass down underneath the Ramirth. Holt took a big tumble there. Helped up by two of the Raiders. The kind that takes 10 or 15 seconds to walk off.
Yeah, and it almost looked like he kind of tripped over one of his own teammates' feet there and just cut his legs out and went flat on his hip.
It's good to see him up after that. First free throw from Ramirth is good. 33-29. Second free throw also good. 34-29. Versteeg driving into the paint, hits that 8-footer again.
Tanner's first points of the second half. They've done a pretty good job of defending him.
Good help defense by Hayengate there on Versteeg's guy getting open. And that's Roush. He tried that up and under last time and got it this time.
And that's actually his first points of the second half too. So Mustangs have done a good job defensively on him.
Hayengate trying a 17-footer from the left. I guess that's the right side, isn't it? No good. Here come the Raiders. Tip ball. Here's Reed Guzzi. Reach in foul is going to be called.
That's going to be Reed's third. And that puts Fulda Raiders into the 101. Zach Holt going to the line to shoot one and a bonus.
No good. Good box by the Mustangs. Korseman with the rebound off to Hayengate. Across the timeline. He takes it in to the paint. He is fouled by 3-0, Nathan Gedding. And that's ties the fouls at 7.
Third, yeah, and that sends the Mustangs to the line for one and a bonus.
Alex Wiertzma set to check in.
Neither team converting on them 101s. That can really show up big later in the game.
Roush working on Hayengate.
There he goes.
Boy, the hang time.
Oh, nice, strong rebound by Jake Hilbrands.
Versteeg tries a 3. No good. Korseman there with the rebound. Gets it to Hayengate. back to Versteeg. Versteeg's going to be fouled, I believe, on the way to the basket. That's on Todd Peterson.
That's going to be Todd's third foul.
Into the match now.
Shooting one and a bonus here.
5:50 left on the clock. Tanner hitting
the first, gets the bonus.
Cutting the lead to 4, 36-32. Second one rattles out, no good. Here come the Rips. Work it over to Roush in the right wing, looking for post play there. Got it over to Nathan Getting. Todd Peterson at the top of the key, guarded by Reed Guzzi. To make again. Getting gets it back from 32 by the Mustangs. And Haingate's held up.
Yep, Zach Holt just come flashing in there just enough to interrupt Austin's dribbling and gets called for the travel.
So Mustangs put a head of steam on and get it shut down by that turnover. 4-point lead for Fulda Raiders, 36-32, 5 minutes left and change. Wiertzma with a good hustle. Can't get the handle on it. It's going to be called for a travel. I don't know how you can get called for that if you don't have
possession. That's exactly right.
Head coach Kurt Schilling is wondering the same thing we are, I think. How do you travel without possession of the ball? Roush to Holt. Holt driving right side. Tanner Versteeg somehow up on top of the guy. I don't know how he got up there, and that extended about 10 feet to his right.
Yeah. Zach Holt at the line for one and a bonus.
Wiertzma out and Korsman in for Alex Wiertzma. So Holt hitting the front end of that. These two teams' uniforms are
just the opposite. Both all red and black. We're white and red and black, and they're black and white and red. Misses the second free throw.
5-point lead for the Fulda Raiders. There's a pass inside to Korsman, and it's going to be a foul on Nathan Getting, trying to break up that post pass. So 9 fouls on Fulda, 8 on the Mustangs.
And that's number 4 on Getting. Jesse Korsman to the line to shoot a bonus.
Gets it to fall.
It rattles around, but it stays in.
That was circling the drain for a while before it finally made the commitment, didn't it? 4 points, 37-33. Jesse Korsman now with the second free throw. And that's good.
Nothing but net on that one.
Alex Wiertzma back in. Jesse Korsman taking a breather. 4:36 on the clock. 37-34.
3-point game.
With the ball and a 3-point lead. But at the left wing. Roush now 32-4. So feed him to Olin. A nice kind of around the defender pass. And hit a layup there. Mustangs, Jake Hilbrand's back in. Alex Wiertzma coming up into the trees. Hasn't blocked, but Oakland lost the handle of it out of bounds. Mustangs will have possession of it. Here comes Korsman in for Alex Wiertzma again. Try to get some length in on this inbounds pass. And Cole Kramer in for the Raiders, wearing number 14. Korsman catching the pass meant for Guzzi, handing it off. Here's Tanner Versteeg at the top of the key. Air ball, no joy. Wertzma back in. Schwartzman back out.
Wertzman for defense, I guess.
So substitutions rapido, huh? Rammerth to Roush. Nice backdoor pass. No good.
Blocked by Wertzma.
Exhorting the Mustangs for speed defense, getting the ball back. 3:33 left in the game. They're going to be called for a foul. Here comes Jesse Korsman back.
That follows Alex Wirtz. That's his fourth.
It's been like watching a ping pong.
In and out, in and out.
So Oakland at the free throw line hits the first of two. Second free throw on the way, and it's also good.
Fulda hitting their free throws, kind of starting to pull away again just a little bit here. Mustangs better get something going before this gets out of hand.
It's a 7-point lead, 3:30 left in the ball game. Wertzma working on Holt, dribbles it off his foot, but Holt's going to be called for a blocking foul.
That's going to be Zach's third. Tanner Versteg at the line. Shooting two because we're in the double bonus now.
Got the first of two. There's Alex in for Jesse again. I don't know if we've seen the last of that.
I won't hold my breath.
Here comes Tanner for the second free throw. Hits that one as well. 5-point lead. Fulda with the 41-36 advantage.
All right, Mustangs got to turn up the defensive intensity here.
Rammerth with it. Hands it off to Holt. Back to Rammerth. Almost did that little stutter step. Roush with it, driving it in. Charge.
Nice job by Jake Hilbrands stepping in there in the lane and took the charge on number 4, Trevor Roush.
Roush was way up in the air and didn't come straight down.
Yep.
He came right down on top of Jake. Way to hold your ground, Jake. So 3 minutes left. Mustangs trying to convert an offensive possession here. Tanner tries a shot, knocks his own rebound out of bounds. Had kind of an up and under, had to really hang in the air a long time before.
Yeah, he really, the defender did a good job of pushing him right next to the baseline. That was he was underneath the basket, tough position to try to put up a shot.
Roush gets it to Holt. Timeout from head coach Colby Pack. We'll be back right after this short word from Dykstra Chiropractic.
Dykstra Chiropractic in George provides chiropractic services to relieve pain and stress and to help people live a happy, healthy life. Dr. Krista Dykstra works with children and adults to do chiropractic adjustments and uses a painless activator method in ultrasound. Her office hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 to 5, and Tuesday afternoons along with Thursday mornings. Call for an appointment or information at 712-475-3990. Learn the power of prevention and make great health a cinch. Visit Dykstra Chiropractic on North Main Street in George, 475-3990.
We're back to live action. Roush to Holt, gets it back from Holt, drives it all the way to the house, going to be fouled on the way to the bucket. Missed the shot.
Fouls on Austin Hayengay.
So Trevor Roush at the free throw line. Both teams
Austin's
with a double
fourth.
bonus. Missed the first free throw. I know he'd like to have that one back. Here's Alex out, Jesse in again. Second free throw.
That just looks short.
Missed it. Jake Hilbrand's connecting with the rebound. Gets it to Versteg. Hayengay back to Versteg for an open three. No good. So Fulda Raiders with the ball. Todd Peterson working Reed Guzzi on him defensively. Now to Holt. So that was Oakland with a shot.
Well, that was a hard shot, too. Wow. That really come ricocheting off the back of the glass there.
Nice play inside to Jesse. Cut it to 3 with a minute 47.
Nice look by Jake Hilbrands to find Jesse Korsman right under the basket. Couldn't ask for better position. He could have just about laid it off his fingertips right into the hoop.
So the Mustangs with some staying power here, hanging in.
This is very reminiscent of the girls' game. I mean, we just kind of trailed the whole game, and now all of a sudden here we go with a minute 47, only down by 3, and trying an attempt to comeback.
So what's the coach saying down there in the Mustangs huddle right now?
Well, I'm sure he's just telling them, I don't know if we're going to come out and pressure the ball a little bit, but, we just have to stay really intense on our defense and get in the passing lanes and try to come up with a steal so we don't have to resort to fouling to stop the clock.
So we've got Haingay, Versteeg, Wiertzma, Colby Clausen and Reed Guzzi.
And looks like we are gonna put on a little bit of pressure here.
Raiders get the ball into Oakland. Haingay guarding him.
Austin has to be careful. He's got 4.
Colby Clausen committing a foul for minute 37.
That's Colby's first foul.
So it's a double bonus situation. And it's going to put Nathan Getting at the line for the Raiders. Getting free throw up. No good. Rims out. We're going to have Jake Hilbrands in for Colby Clausen. Colby has fouls to give. That's only his first foul of the night. So
that might be one of the reasons why he come in.
Second free throw.
That's short too.
Good. So Mustangs with the rebound.
Chance to pull within 1 or even tie the ball game up.
The pass inside. Jesse Korsman missed that shot. Had a good looking shot.
Had a good look at the basket. Really need to take advantage of those looks late in the game when you're trailing like this.
There's Jake Hilbrands fouling the same guy, fouling number 30, Nathan Getting.
That's Jake's 4th.
Jake is at the end of his rope, the next one that he commits. Minute 11 on the clock. Getting at the line to shoot 2 again. He is not having a good night from the free throw line. Misses the front of that 2. Rattles the second one home.
Gets one to go.
He comes out now of the match. Holt in for him. Here comes Tanner Versteeg for the Mustangs. Reed Guzzi back to Versteeg. They're trying to slash in and create something. That shot out and no good. Under a minute to play. We're going to have a foul called on Reed Guzzi.
That's Reed's 4th.
53 seconds left in the game. That was a foul against Todd Peterson, who's at the line. Hits the front end of that.
That's his first free throw attempt of the night. Drains it in a critical part of the game.
Hits 2 big
Drains
ones.
them both.
So
Big free throws.
6-point lead for Steg now with 50 seconds left in the game. Haingay's going to try a long 3. That's up no good. Rebound to Fulda. Oakland with it. Roush has it back to Oakland. be fouled by Jesse Korseman. Driving it all the way down to the baseline.
And that's going to be it for Jesse Korseman, according to my stat sheet.
So Alex Wirtzman set to check in. .3 on the clock. 6-point lead for the Raiders from Fulda. Second free throw. Is that his second free throw? I thought that was his second, but he hit the first one here.
Yeah, because they had to get Jesse Korseman out of the game because of his fifth foul.
You're correct. So here comes the second one.
Fulda hitting their free throws down the stretch when they need to.
It's an 8-point game now.
We could have pulled within one with 1 minute and 4 seconds to go, and in 30 seconds we just kind of let it slip away.
Versteeg driving to the right side, trying baseline. The pass off of number 32, Todd Peterson, out of bounds. Mustangs with it, 25.8 on the clock. Into Wirtzman, inside the paint, up and in. We have a timeout, 30-second timeout called by head coach Kurt Schilling. 6-point game.
There's still time. You know, if we can get a quick steal here off the inbounds and hit a three, and you just never know.
Yeah, this is a quick sport here. Schilling going to check in for the Mustangs, wearing number 2, Tom Schilling. Sophomore, is that correct?
Yep, sophomore. My last one.
You know this player well, is that correct?
Yep. I've been watching basketball since I've been watching it all my life, but I've had kids playing it since 1998, so he's the last of the four.
Now, Tom in Latin means he's the last, right?
I sure hope so.
Here we go, 22 seconds, Fulda with the ball. Can't get it in bounds.
They just called timeout.
Oh, that's the whistle.
I thought the ref blew his whistle for 5 seconds, the one that was handing the ball in.
So we're going to have a full timeout that gives us time to hear from our friends at Country Boutique.
Country Boutique in Rock Rapids is a full-service floral shop with everything you'd need, from a romantic bouquet to home or office decorating for any season. They have an impressive selection of gift items for every budget, a framing gallery for photographs or paintings and memorabilia, a formal wear specialty store for weddings and proms and other formal occasions, and much, much more. Get an instant coupon worth $5 that you can use on your next visit by texting CB Flowers to 72727. Again, just text CB Flowers to 72727, and an instant coupon worth $5 off a qualifying purchase will be sent straight to your phone. That's the Country Boutique in Rock Rapids, Iowa, 712-472-3668.
We're back to live action. Long inbounds pass, just right past the Mustangs. Gets it into the hands of Todd Peterson. That's
going to be number 5 on Reed as far as, yeah.
They do that on that throw it short pass in football. If the corner doesn't turn around, he gets called.
That's
for
exactly
fouls.
right.
That's what they did there. So we're going to have
David Eikens coming into the game for Reed. Another sophomore. We've got a lot of young, talented players.
Peterson missing the front end of 2. It's the second one.
That does make it a 3-possession game. That was a big free throw for Fulda.
Tanner with 15 seconds on the clock is going to have to try to get a shot out. Gets a 3 up, and that's short. Tries to get in his own rebound. Hits, man, that's a 17-footer. Hits it. Makes it a 5-point game, 3.5 on the clock. And there's a timeout called by head coach Kurt Schilling. They're looking at any last-second strategy they could possibly do. That racket you're hearing to our right is the rowdy Mustang student section there.
Well, the Mustangs are basically going to have to steal the inbounds pass and shoot it, call timeout, and do it all over again if they want a chance with only 4.5 seconds left.
Officiating crew did augment the timer there with about a second more time after consulting the trio there. So here we go, 4.5 on the clock. Tipped out of bounds, half a second off the clock. Haingay with his hand on the pass. Raiders head coach using one word, move. They had a shot.
That'll do it. Too many missed opportunities tonight.
Just too many shots that didn't fall.
Yep.
But hard-fought ball game from both squads. 47-42 is the final. And that means a 13-15, 15-13 final quarter, if I've got that math right. We'll be back with some closing thoughts right after this.
On behalf of the GLR Radio Network, I'd like to personally thank each of the sponsors of this radio broadcast for their assistance in bringing these games to you. Mustang Plumbing and Heating, Total Stop Food Store, Otter Valley Insurance and Real Estate, Northwest Consultants, The Flower Box in the Corner Cup, Dykstra Chiropractic, The Hair Hut, Warnche's Paint and Body, Country Boutique, Ben's Plumbing and Repair, Corner Service, The Lantern Coffee House and Roastery, Security Savings Bank, Frontier Bank, Sudengay Industries, Duralift, iDepositChecks.com, and TreeShell.com. If you appreciate this broadcast, please let these sponsors know. You can see more information on our broadcast website at www.youcanhear.us/GLR. Again, you can hear us at youcanhear.us/GLR. And you can get the GLR app right on your phone so you can easily get in touch with these sponsors. Just text GLR to 72727 and a link with the free mobile app will be on your phone right away. Again, just text GLR to 72727 for the free GLR radio app. Thanks also to the George Little Rock School for the opportunity to be the voice of the Mustangs and to bring this broadcast to you. Thanks again, and thanks for listening.
Well, we're counting it up here for the final tallies here for the individual stats. I want to thank my great color analyst here in the booth, Kenny Schilling. Thank you, Kenny, for joining me here on the spur of the moment here. This game came up kind of sudden.
Yeah, it sure did.
But it's been a pleasure bringing these two games here tonight to our audience. It's been good to be here in the booth with you. We're watching some really good basketball here from the Mustangs. We saw a great couple of teams here in the Fulda Raiders here tonight.
Yeah, good teams, good scrappy teams. Even though the boys come out on the short end tonight, 47-42, it's still and it's a good hard game for the boys to keep them playing hard in the Siouxland Conference. So I do have a few unofficial point totals here. I have Tanner Versteeg tonight with 17. Jesse Korseman had a good game tonight with 13. Reed Guzzi with 5. Austin Haingay with 4. Couple for Jordan Cruz, couple free throws, and Alex Hortzman with a bucket. So Fulda Raiders were led by Trevor Roush. He actually had 13 points at halftime. and we held him to just one field goal in the whole second half, so he ends up still being high score for Fulda with 15, and Andy Oakland ended up with 12, Todd Peterson with 7, and then they had several players with 4 points, Josh Ramerth, and Zach Holt, and Nathan Getting. So, yeah, it was a good game all around. Just a couple shots there didn't fall toward the end for the Mustangs and forced them to foul. And when you want to win basketball games, you need to make your free throws down the stretch, and that's exactly what Fulda did tonight.
They did a very good job of that, indeed. And so our hats off to the Fulda Raiders for pulling out the second half of the doubleheader tonight. And for a great showing from the Fulda girls against the GLR girls in the first game. That was a 2-point differential in the first game for GLR girls and a 5-point differential in the second game for the Fulda boys. So very even matchups here tonight. Great Thursday night basketball. We don't get that many Thursday nights.
Yeah, an unusual night for a basketball game. But
so we will be back here tomorrow night. Same time, same channel.
Here we go again. Back to the Siouxland Conference against Boyden Hall.
So we'll be on the air sometime between 6 and 6:15 tomorrow night. We hope you'll join us if you're not able to get here to the gymnasium in person. So again, Craig Johnson for Kenny Schilling signing off. Thanks for listening to the GLR Radio Network.
You're listening to the GLR Radio Network.